Because I feel like it's pretty boring if you listen to a stream and it's just, and then I went to the zoo. Because that's what my voice sounds like when it's really sleepy. Because you guys have heard that, right? When I wake up and it's like, good morning, I just woke up and it's like, it's so funny. I don't know if I told you the story, right? Of, I was talking to a friend, right? And I was like, yippee! Have you heard about this and this and this? And it was during the day, right? And this friend usually comes online at my night because time zones. I have another funny thing. Remind me the keyword time zone and I will remember to tell you the next story. It's up to you, folks. It's up to you. Decide your fate. Oh, I forgot my first story. Oh, yeah. Crying. So, I was talking to this friend that I usually talk to at night, right? And he's like, wait, slow down, what? I don't like this. Why are you so energetic? Because I never talk to him during the day, right? But at night, when I'm tired of the day, it's like, I have been outside, I have been drawing for 14 hours straight. Hello. And then my voice would be like, hi, so I stubbed my toe and then I fell in the shower and then our shower is actually flooding because the drain system sucks. Like, I don't know why it sucks. So you have like 10 minutes and then it starts flooding out the shower. So my mom's like, oh, if you're gonna shower, you better not be in there forever. Well, I'm only in there for like 10 minutes and it starts like spreading everywhere. So it's a speed run shower. So when I was talking normally, like, oh, and then I saw a banana, but did you see the banana? That's crazy, fam. He was like, I did not know you have energy. Could you not? But then this other thing, I was talking, you know how they have the new Discord name fonts thing and like effects? I really like that. I was like, I saw my friend, you may remember them from a decade ago, sure, maybe not. They weren't on this channel. I was like, how did you get that? How did you get that? And they're like, wow, you have energy as always. And for some reason I was surprised. I was like, I have energy? You think I have energy? That's brilliant. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room. I don't remember the whole script. A rubber room with rats? No. And rats drive me crazy. I was crazy once. Where did that come from? The rats was crazy thing. Scrumptious tea. Because whenever I think of rats, I think of those psychological experiments. I love psych! But unfortunately, a lot of them don't have good endings for the rat. But there was this interesting study about drug addiction, right? I'm energy incarnate. Good! Yeah! If only I lived alone in a soundproof... Yeah, oh, okay. Does it sound better like this? Does the quality sound slightly better? Because I'm in a really bad room for doing this right now. Because the room I usually... quite the huge, I can't read clearly, huge amount of energy we're feeling. Yeah, good. I will keep yapping forever. Or until I run out of things to yap about. What was I saying? Oh yeah, does this sound better than this? I doubt you can hear the difference, right? This compared to this, I feel like this sounds a bit better, right? Like, I can't hear it, but from my test before. Because usually I don't do it in this room, like stream in this room, and it's like a really big room, so the sound's gonna be bouncing around everywhere, and it's not great for audio quality. Clearly, it's not good. It's not. Trust me. But I have learned a lot about like EQ and stuff since last time, so I increased the mid and high. So basically, the mic should sound clearer, and I also removed those frequencies from the instrumental, so like the background music. So he's doing covers. I'm like, oh yes, the instrumental, the background music. So in theory, it should not compete with the background music as much. But I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, because I usually stream upstairs, and that is right across from my dad, sleeping right now. だからね、今 downstairs. I love random Japanese. I played Taisho Alice, the beautiful, beloved otome game Taisho Alice. If you want to see an amazing plot sequence, because you know how some plots are just like linear and it's like, yeah, it's pretty good, but have you considered not? Have you considered switching it up a bit? That is what C Sensei in my English class was like. It's like, if you're writing the short story for the HSC, the high school certificate, end of high school exams, if you were doing this, you can't just have a normal story. You have to do something interesting. Like maybe have two perspectives, maybe have a time skip. You have to put something in your short story. That is gonna make the marks. And I was like, isn't that kind of overkill? Why would you do the same thing again and again in every story? Like, everyone's gonna be doing that. Time skips are kind of cringe. That's what I thought. And then I just started writing just all complete time skip stories. I did pretty well. You know, I'm pretty proud of how I did in high school. Even though it sure was a time of all time. That was a sentence of all time. But yeah, then all my stories, I thought it was always cool to have a motif of like, good morning, the morning starts, everything's fresh, and then the end is like, and then we close, and this is the end, and this represents the what's the word? Mortality? There's a better word for mortality, like the cycle of life, but there's a better word for that I remember I used a lot, but clearly I don't remember it. Woohoo! That is a shame. But yeah, do you guys write stories much? I feel like I haven't written anything since high school. I haven't even like written fanfiction in my brain. I should write. Because there are many times I'm like at work or something, or I'm on a bus and I'm like, wow, 人生はとってもつまらないよ. Life is very boring. And then I'm like, wait, I have this right here. Do you hear me knocking my big brain? Yeah, my brain is humongous. There is 100 bajillion the thoughts inside this atama. And then I'm like, I could imagine things. I could imagine a beautiful honeymoon with Ukyo-sama. Have we missed Ukyo-sama? I don't have an Ukyo-sama picture because I had to reset things. But do you like the new overlay? I feel like a match is slightly better. Like the green match is a bit better. I don't like cool greens as much as the warm greens, but I think this suit's better. So, 大丈夫だと思う. Woohoo! Start writing stuff again. Super rewarding stuff. Yeah. Do you have to like schedule out times, like for writing? Or is it just, oh, I feel like writing right now, so I'm gonna write right now? Because I feel like maybe drawing could be comparable, maybe slightly, potentially-ish. Trust? And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna draw forever. I love telling people though, oh yeah, I drew for 9 hours yesterday. But I didn't really. I drew for like 4, and then I took a break. But my break isn't like a break. My breaks aren't relaxation. My breaks are, what if I decided to mix this cover that I've been working on and this other cover? I have like 5 in the works, but I'm probably going to give up on all of them because I don't think I like any of them all that much. There's this stupid one where I have like 27 of the files because whenever I make a big change, I usually like to copy-paste the project just in case I mess up. Like if I'm changing the EQ of the whole project, then I'm going to make a copy of it. Just in case. So then I apparently made 27 big changes because I have like 28, 29 around there. I'm so scared these days of saying 6, 7. That just reminded me of that. We can talk about 6, 7 in a bit if I remember. Feel like writing all day a lot easier for me than drawing coincidentally. Yeah, I could not write all day. I am really bad at writing. My vocabulary is shrinking. It's been shrinking ever since I left English class because I was learning good words like panopticism. Duality? Like duality is not like a fancy word. But still, I actually wrote a list of, because I did an English unit this year in uni, and I wrote a list, English. If I search by English teacher. Yeah. I wrote a list of the things she said in class, because they always sounded so smart, and I don't have the brain power to think, yeah, I love me some words. Yeah, listen to this. Communicative specificity. She uses this in a casual sentence. Who uses this in a casual sentence? Like she wasn't even talking about English stuff. Like if I'm not talking about a specific thing, like if I'm not talking about psych, hello the school, welcome. I'm just talking about my English teacher from my unit earlier this semester. And I was talking about how she's so good at speaking. I see a DM from Shaw. Did he hear me talking about it? Anyway, because I'm just checking the Discord where I wrote a list of all the things my English teacher said, and she seems so smart, like crazy smart. And she's also really pretty and always dressed really nice. And I kind of want to send an email like, wow, you're really cool. Your classes were really snazzy. Yeah, so she says contours of the field in question. I have never heard anyone say contours of the field in question in casual conversation. Like, this isn't reading off a PowerPoint. This isn't reading. Did he hear me? Who? I wonder. I still haven't checked your DM. I see your DM. Hi. Arigato ne. I am trying to improve my skills because, you know, I need to be the best. I'm joking. But I am actually, like, actively now trying to do things better. So I have tea. I have beloved tea. What's that sound? Verbosity is all very ordered. I know it is. I have a friend who is so good at talking, right? And we were both in this English class. And when she stood up, she would have this really cool paragraph with all these fancy words that I have heard of, but I've never used in my life. See, I feel like I had a stream at one point where I was trying to use fancy words. I feel like I was doing that, right? At some point, right? At some point. Yeah, no, and this teacher, municipal, is that how you pronounce it? Municipal? Waste management artisan. To explain a garbage man. Of course she was explaining, like, to go too far with the fancy words, but that's a lot. どうやって? どうやって? No, I would never think of that. Like, the biggest words I use is, like, regularly is habituation, but no one knows what habituation means, so it's kind of pointless. It's just jargon. I forgot the word jargon for a second. I was gonna say verbose. Is that the same thing? How do you spell verb? Verbose. Is that even how you pronounce that?
Verbose.
Oh, that was loud. Sorry, everyone. I just got a heart attack. If I get a heart attack and die on stream, can someone like hack me and then call the police or something? Is that something you can do? Trip over yourself as you're getting a grip of a bunch of words all at once and just hoping the context comes up conveniently. Is that kind of explaining when I try and, for example, use all these fancy words and like, I hope this. Did you see that one GG meme? It's really specific. It's like, sometimes I start a sentence and I hope it ends well. Habituation's like ideation behind habits. Not exactly. Habituation is like if there's like a fly in your room, right? And it's making a bzzz sound. Of course you're like, wait, what? And you can hear it really clearly at first. But then once your brain realizes, oh, it's not a threat, it doesn't really matter, then it kind of like, you kind of zone it out. And that's what habituation is. You become less sensitive to a sound. Because like, well, not just a sound, to anything, right? Once you get used to it. Which is why maybe if you're in a cold pool, you get used to it and it's less cold. Habituation. Well, I don't know if it's exactly habituation for a pool thing, but surely there's other things going on, but we learned a new word! Don't you love psychology? I don't know how to do that though. I'm very lazy. So neat. Don't you love like a cloning habitat? It's more like a rapid response. Let me get up a picture. A picture I always show people. Habituation. Habituationi. Okay, actually I'll just read it out. Okay. Habituation can be defined simply as a decrement in the behavioral response during repeated presentations of the same stimulus. For example, perfume smells. Wearing a perfume every day for several weeks to the point that you no longer notice it at all. Or being able to tune out the noisy neighbors in your dorm because you are so engrossed in studying. Wakaru yo? Wakaru yo? Wakaru yo? Wakaru yo? Wakaru? Psych is so good. Yeah, I've graduated now. I finished my final exam. Are you proud of me? Will you say you're proud of Yufu? Will you pat Yufu's head? Will you give me a mansion? Yay! You know, it's so silly because I went on a virtual tour recently of this really, really fancy school, right? Like a fancy university, because since I'm doing psych, I'm done. But I'm going to do honors next year, ideally, if money is fine. I love student debt, right? Yes, I do deserve a content mention. Thank you. Huh. You can't see it, but I am flipping my pigtails here. Just trust my arm goes up there. Trust. Shh. Greetings. Welcome in. Congrats. Thank you. I don't know when the ceremony is. I should probably figure that out at some point. It'd be good to not miss graduation. My parents would be very mad if I did. Yeah, but I went to see this virtual tour, right? And it was the fanciest uni I've seen in my life. Obviously, I'm not gonna dox it, but like I'm also gonna dox it because I don't know if I'm going there. First of all, get this. They have not one, but 2 libraries. I have never seen a university with 2 libraries. Have you? See, that's what got me most. I'm sorry. I don't even use libraries that much, but having 2 is like a status symbol in my mind. Like some people might be like, oh, having cars, lots of cars is status symbol. I'm like, lots of libraries. Like I know that is so extra. And one of them is open 24/7. You could be studying at 4 a.m. Thank you, so thank you, arigatou gozaimasu. I don't know what that is, but I agree with you. What? Googling. I know it's shameful. So. Arigato. Hi. You're so good at this. Now I will get back to topic now, okay? But arigato. 24/7 libraries heaven. I know it is. Obviously, we weren't allowed to go into it, look too much, because it was like a quiet zone, and she was like on the phone with me. What do you mean? Oh, yikes! But the other library isn't 24/7, but they have like tutors and people to help the entire time. My uni library, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. You should hang out with me more. That's what I think. Yeah, the other library had teachers or whatever the whole time, so you could go get advice whenever you wanted. My university that I just finished, right? I go to the library, silence. There is nobody. No one wants to help you. I went to the counter twice for help in 3 years. I know it so many times, but that's because they didn't help me at all. I had a class on Zoom, which is stupid in the first place because I'm already at uni. Let me be in the class. But there's a Zoom thing, right? And there's this weird thing where you have to be on the university page and logged in first before you can access the Zoom link through the uni, right? So I didn't know that at the time. So I was walking up to the library and was like, hello, can you help me join this Zoom call, please? And they're like, no. What? So then I was like, please? What, do you know someone who I can get help from? They're like, oh, go to IT. And I'm like, where's IT? This is when I was first year, by the way. So I was an itchy bitchy baby. Fine, I will force you to do something with me at some point. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, I was itty bitty baby. So they're like, go find IT. So I'm on my phone, really stressed because my class had already started 5 minutes ago. And I'm like, where is IT? I don't know. So then I went back to my desk, right, at the library, because I had to look it up. And you had this really annoying thing where you have to sign in on your phone to get to the uni website and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, it's going to be easier just to go back and open my laptop again because it's already signed in and everything. So I went back and it magically started working. I don't know how. Probably because I went into the uni website and then, to look things up. But it counted as being signed in, so it let me in. But I missed some of the class. Clearly, I don't remember. I think it was statistics or something, which is one you cannot miss. If you miss one stats lecture, you're doomed. I have to do stats next year. That's gross. I reminded myself. I don't know what that is, but if it's a game, just DM it to me. Arigatou gozaimasu. I will study later. I was so mad. I don't even remember what the second time I went to the library was for. I don't remember. I think it was like, no. Wait, I'm lying. Maybe I went to the library help once, but then I went to like student services. I forgot what they were called. Like, but the equivalent of student services, right? I went there twice. Once when I was first going into the uni, right? And I wanted to ask, oh, do you have a charger I could borrow for my phone? Because it's really raining and I need to call my mom to like pick me up. And I have 1% charge, and if I were to like go home in the rain, in like the pouring rain, I would be doomed. So do you have a charger? And they're like, no, we don't have those here. And I'm like, do you know somewhere I could get one? They're like, no. What do you mean no? You can go to the library and charge for free. Why did you tell me that? They don't like me. But for some reason I still went to that uni. Because parental pressure. I don't know when I'll go with the study. I will study up in theory, but like you will probably have to teach me because I will probably not study up. Okay, and then the second time I went, right? Was kind of recently because I really didn't want to go back after I had that bad first experience. Yeah, I'm that kind of person who goes once and if it's not good, I would never go again. Which is bad, I know. Maybe it'll get better. I need to give people more chances. Fine. I'll go to service, blah, blah, blah. I went back recently because I needed to find out about honours applications. I was like, do I need to use this official transcript or can I use a non-official transcript, right? Because they give you a non-official one for free, but for an official one, you had to like go through this whole website, go through this whole process, had to pay, and then you had to wait for it to appear in this one thing, and then you had to send this link to all these applications. So I was like, can I just use the unofficial one? So I went to ask that, and I wanted to ask for like help with other applications as well. And I'm like, do you just apply? Do you just be like, my name is almost socks myself. As my name is Yufu. I am 300 years old. I would like to be here. The only form I have is my official transcript. It has to be official. Even though unofficial worked, I didn't have to pay the stupid $15 and wait 3 days. I didn't have to do that, but they were wrong. Hello, BBB. And yeah, we do need to go back to statutory. Yeah, I could have used the unofficial, and they lied to me. See, they lied twice. So I don't trust this server. But it's fine. I'm graduated now. I don't have to go back. But that was so annoying. And I had other questions, right? I'm like, can I ask for help with other unis? They're like, no, we don't do that. And I was like, then can I ask some general questions? And she was looking at me like, clearly she was having a bad day. This was like right as they opened, by the way. It's not like I came in last minute. Like if I came in like at 8 p.m. for example, and pretend they were closing at 8. I don't actually know when they close because I don't go there enough. Yeah, no. I was there like early, and I was like, oh, can I get some help, please? And she was just grumpy the whole time. And there was like another guy working, and he seemed really happy. He was like, oh yes, let's do that. And so I was like, please give me him. Please let him help me. Please. Of course, it's a really annoying girl who hates her job every single time. So, in summary, my support is bad, but we were talking about rich school. That I forgot about. The rich school really makes me feel like a rich. I didn't quit uni. I have graduated now. That's the context. Well, in theory, I graduated. I finished my final exam like last week. Omedetou! Woohoo! だからね, applying for honors and more study next year. So we are talking about. I had a virtual tour for a really fancy uni that I got into. But it's really expensive, so I probably won't go if I get other offers. But I could have rich girl Yufu arc because I'm in debt Yufu arc. But there was so many good facilities there, right? Compared to how not so good my. I know. Thank you, BB. I do deserve the richest uni experience, though, because the whole time I was messaging my friend like, I need to be rich. I was born to be rich girl. Have you seen? It was like, okay, have you been? Okay, I'm gonna really sound like a rich girl right now. Have you been to like a Disney resort or like a fancy resort hotel type but kind and hype at the same time. That is not how we speak English. Type of place. It was really fancy. Like the floor, you know how usually at uni the ground would just be like concrete or something? They had like brick tiles, and they weren't just like the normal formation. It was like diagonal formation, and it was actually really pretty. And they have like a beautiful lamp, and like the walls are colored for a lot of buildings. You know how hard that is to find these days? I would like go to uni and it's like, oh look, a grey building. Oh look, another grey building. Oh look, it's another grey building. Oh, that one's dirty. It's this. I always dox my uni. I mean, I probably can dox my uni since I'm gone now. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that. I joke about it, but I wouldn't if I. Yeah. Anyway. The stupid psych building, right? That I always had to go to because we had like different faculties, different buildings, right? Forced to go into debt over commission. Congrats, thank you. Arigato. But our stupid building at the uni I was at, first of all, it was like crumbling. The toilets were never cleaned. Everything was like grey from dustiness. I feel like it was meant to be white back a trillion years ago. And they're renovating every building except the psych building. They hate us. And there's also like a trillion bajillion floors. And you know how some steps are easy to walk up? These steps were like really tiny and really steep. So I would always like stress whenever I was walking. I had to like hold onto the handbar for dear life. I was like, don't fall, because I like, you know when your perception is kind of weird and you feel like you're going blind, and it's like, this doesn't feel right. If I walk like this, that doesn't feel like an actual step. Am I hallucinating? And I felt that discomfort every time I went up those stairs because it just felt weird. I don't know. It was not good. And I went to the toilet there once and was traumatized. I've never seen a toilet that bad. And this is a good-ish uni, right? It's not like the top uni, but it's good. But to have it be that bad for just the psych department, what is their problem? Why do they hate us so much? The psych department was so sketchy. Okay, back to Rich Girls School. They had a new psych faculty. And I got to see the inside of the rooms, right? And they had 2 monitor screens per desk. 2! Like, if you see one, you're like, that's pretty cool. There were 2 per desk. Born to be a rich girl, forced to go into debt over commissions. Let me drink some tea. My throat's already hurting. Oishikatta. What if I wanted more tea? Maybe I'll get more tea in like half break. Okay, let me talk about what else they had. They had all these support services. Ones for like, you could get another student to help you with your work, or you could get a mentor to help. And they had like a matchmaking service to like match these people together, so you weren't going up to some rando like, hello, can you help me? No, it would actually like match people together properly. And I think that's really good. I wish they did that at the uni I was at. And I was talking to my friend, and I was like my friend at a better uni that I went to. And I was like, oh, this service is so cool. She's like, you don't have this? you don't have these? I'm like, no, I don't. I'm meant to. Yes, I meant to have these services. I think at least I'm meant to use them if I do have them, but I didn't. But they also had a dietitianist. Is that even the word? Nutritionist. That's it. Nutritionist. On site, they had their own GPs on site. I don't know if that's normal to have GPs at a university that you can just go to for free. To be fair, it's not free because the tuition is horrible, but you know, born to be a rich girl, forced to go into debt over commissions. I'm crying. I know, it's so, the okane. Yeah, the music is soothing and I'm falling asleep-ish, but not really. I'm lying, actually. I'm not falling asleep. You know, if you want to connect with someone, you agree with everything they say. No, don't do that. That is how you make not good connections. I like lying to people. That place is hooked up. It's crazy. You know what? They have a swimming pool. And it's like a big swimming pool. Like a resort-sized swimming pool. We don't have a swimming pool at the uni I'm at. was at. I don't know any uni that has had a swimming pool. It is 10 a.m., 10:40 a.m. I think you are very wrong with your time. I don't know what you're on about, sorry. Is it like 4 a.m. your time or something stupid? Probably, right? They had a pool! I've never seen it. And then the girl who was doing the tour with me, right? She was like, oh, you know, and then we have spa-like facilities. I'm like, spa-like facilities? Born to be a rich girl! That uni seems like paradise. You know what else? I would... yeah, you're stupid. Don't count backwards. Okay, my uni, we have classes that end at 8 p.m. Do you know how terrible that is? 8 p.m.? 8 p.m. My friend was like, well, if they're gonna make me stay till 8 p.m., I'm just gonna kill myself. Like, go, calm down. Let's not do that. 6:41 is not bad. Evening's just getting underway. Woohoo! Into the night we begin. Wow. But yeah, no. This fancy kids uni, all classes end by 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Obviously, that's really bad for people who are like working full time. However, I guess if you're working full time, you probably wouldn't afford going to a rich kid school anyway. So you wouldn't have to account for those people. But like, finishing all your classes by 4 p.m. is so good. There's also this humongous gym, like really, really big. Like, you know, if you have like a presentation hall, for example, like, you know, those big assemblies with the whole school, that kind of thing. That is the size of that gym. I'm not even joking. It is humongous. And they have like personal trainers and instructors and free classes for like Pilates or yoga or like strength training. All of those for free. I say free as if the tuition isn't terrible. Born to be a rich girl. I'm gonna stop saying that. I know, right? I wonder what kind of people, because the tour guide at least was really nice. And there was this other guy as well, right? Like a teach guy who was saying, oh, hi, I'm gonna like put you on with this tour guide, blah, blah, blah. He was really, really nice. And you know how sometimes it's really clear when someone doesn't like their job? And they're like, yeah, okay, here's your tour guide and then you can just go over there. He was like enthusiastic. At my uni I just finished, right? The most enthusiastic they'd be like is, oh, yes, welcome everyone, welcome to psych. But this guy was like, really? You're doing that? That's so cool. Yeah, I'm so happy to have you here. What do you think of this? And I was like, You like your job. I guess if you're at a rich school, you get paid much, so you would like your work more, but that's crazy. That's so crazy. So I would like to imagine that all the teachers are like that. Like the class size is really small as well. I think the average class size was like 11 people, which means you get to know everyone really well, right? You get to know your teacher really well. And they have this policy. I'm totally doxing this uni. I'm so sorry. They have this policy. I think it's called like open door policy or something. I don't know. And basically all the teachers would have their own office or something. See, rich kid school, own office, that's pretty nice. And they would have their timetable on the outside of their door. So you could just go up to them and like see where they are, see when they'll be back in their room. And if they're in their room, you can ask them any question. You can get any advice whenever. Now compare that to the university I was in now. It's like, oh, hi, there's an issue with my assessment, and the entire faculty would be like, sorry, we're on holiday now, but you can contact us in 3 weeks after the period where you're allowed to ask for feedback and revisions ends. What is that problem? But yeah, that's another reason to go to rich kid school. You can meet rich people. If I find someone really rich there who can, you know, pay off my school debt that I will in fact have, because it's very expensive over there. Yeah. You know, I would love to see what it's like to be in rich kid society at least for 1 year. So I kind of hope I get to go to rich kid school. But it's so expensive. So I probably won't be going to rich kid school if I get like literally any other offer. You never know. You never know. Get busy earning, go for it. I told myself, okay, I'm gonna sell this many commissions because there is a mini con on the weekend. Convention, not con scamming. I'm not scamming too many people, generally speaking. Crying. Yeah, no, they're not. Yeah, to be fair, I don't like drawing. I draw for a living. Like, I draw and I paint and I do art, and it's the worst thing ever. Do you know that script? That stupid one. Every time I see it on Twitter, I'm like, that's the artist experience. I draw for a not living, and I hate it, but I persist. I persist. What do you mean, yet? Yeah, I changed my my face parameter thingies, whatever. So I can't frown now because, yeah, to be fair, I think I like the smiling face more than frowning face. So if I'm frowning, I'm just gonna say, I'm frowning right now. You're just gonna have to trust me. Okane kasegu watashi wa star. It's been so long since that song's been popular. I love being old. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about 6'7". This is not the conversation topic you want. What is Yufu streaming about right now? And you go up and I'm like, oh, have you heard of the term 6'7"? I love 6'7". I saw on my... Do you think about it? Okay, all good. My head is empty anyway. 大丈夫だと思う. In my English class, I only talk about my English class because that was the only good class. And I went there, and on the board it was 68, and then the plus minus sign 1. Eternally smiling Yufu. Exactly, so I could be frowning right now. I could be having the worst time of my life, but you will never know. 41 is going to be the next big number? Why? Why? Not 6'7". You have to embrace change. You have to accept. You have to utilize the future. This is how people talk about AI. 6'7" is kind of funny. I'm sorry. Because I like the reaction it gets from people. It's so sad, right? I was casually talking to like professional people, and they're like, how many times, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, 7, maybe 7 or 8. And then immediately I get flashbacks, and I'm like, okay, good. Because I can't even say 6'7" in public with my friends now. I'm like, she's like, oh, how many times did you do this? And I'm like, 6'7"? And she looks at me, and I look at her, and I'm like, no. For my English class, it's actually pretty right here. Okay. Yeah, we all love complaining here. We all love complaining. Complaining is good for the life. Life? For the soul. But did you know? We're going back to random psych topic. That taking out your aggression on things, like, I feel like I've talked about this before, but I don't care, we're talking about it again. You know how people are like, if you're mad, punch a pillow, take out your anger, and there are those like rooms where you can just break stuff? That is bad long term because of many different reasons, but we're just gonna go with one for now, okay? Complain to your friends. There was a meme that's like, wow, I haven't complained in 2 minutes, I'm becoming a nicer person. And it's like a cat meme or something, and I use that. Okay, this is one cat meme that says, wait, I have to get it up. It does not have the same effect if I don't have it up. Sure. It said like, you can't rage bait me. And there's like a cat meme. Where is that picture? From search. No, okay, I can't search it. Just trust there's a cat, and it's like a smiley cat, like, wee, and the text just says, you can't rage bait me. That has unironically prevented me from crashing out multiple times. I don't generally crash out anywhere, I think. I have had multiple people, like at stupid KFC, stupid customer service, that I haven't worked last week because I had an exam. Yeah, so it's been a while since I've worked there, but what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I remember. See, my memory is going great today, as always. And this girl's like, you don't usually get angry, Yufu. Why don't you get angry? Why don't you crash out? What makes you crash out? And I was like, when everyone hangs out at the back and doesn't do their work, so that I have to do the work of 4 people. And then she's like, okay, everyone, let's go to the back. Let's see you get angry. Why would you do that? That did make me angry that she would just say that. But I'm actually really good at working when there's like a crisis. I do better when there's a crisis because everyone else is doing worse. When everyone does worse, then I step up and I'm like, listen to the youth stuff. I'm not a manager. I don't have any power, but our manager is over there crying. So like, I guess it's up to me. I don't crash out. We could change that. What are you gonna do? What do you guys think you could do to make Yufu crash out? There are a lot of things you could do to make Yufu crash out. There's one specific thing that would definitely make Yufu crash out, and I will always crash out and always complain about this. But you know, maybe you can't rage bait me. Do your best. Do your best, chat. Do your best. Try and rage bait Yufu. Yeah, trying to bait Yufu. You are. Go ahead. Go ahead. Obviously, don't say anything illegal that'll like, yeah, but you know, do what you want. For a tip, the thing that rage baits me most is someone called Mid-Hudson that works too. Okay, well, I mean, he's definitely not the most popular. I can accept that everyone has different opinions. Annoying conviction entitlement would surely bring a crash out. Privately, a crash out to close friends for a bit, but it'll be okay once I yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. like if I send the final product, and then 6 weeks later you're like, I'm not happy with it. Yeah. First of all, I will say this in a calm and unrage-baited manner. You signed here that this was a SCEB commission, so that you can't make changes after I hand it to you. There will be no communication in between. Okay? But it was all fine because I did check and yeah, I did make some changes for them afterwards. And it was fine because I wasn't like super proud of the original piece, but I was trying my best. I promise I was trying my best for that piece. But you know how sometimes things just don't go as well as you hope they do? But like, you've already drawn it and redrawn it multiple times, so it's like at some point this will have to be good enough. But I did like edit it a lot later when they asked for a revision, so it's fine. Yeah, I know Ukyo's a mid-husband. I don't care, because if you don't like him, more for me. For your other worked immediately. Why are you like this? What if you didn't? What if you considered not? What if you considered not rage baiting me? What if you just did it? Yeah? That would work. But you cannot rage bait me. I am pure of heart and filled with happiness, and nothing you do can change that. Someone stole your snacks, crash out? If they cost a lot. I don't have a lot of snacks at the moment, but if I had just finished a snacking shop and they cost like $60, because I almost doxed the location, because there's this really nice, I went to school somewhere, right? Obviously, primary school. And recently they opened a really, really big Asian supermarket, right? So I can buy everything. They have like quail eggs. I've recently gotten into quail eggs after going to stupid Malatang so many times and getting the same stupid shin ramen with beef rolls, like those thin beef rolls. The thinner the meat, the taste. I'm going to yakiniku for my birthday, and it was so yummy! I'm so excited. What was I saying? I don't remember, babe. Yeah. And the grocery has a whole bunch of drinks, right? It's kind of like a big warehouse, because you can like look through all the boxes and dig through, and it's so fun, right? I love being able to dig through. It's like, oh, I found the final grapefruit and jasmine tea. I have the drink next to me. Would you like to hear drinking ASMR? But you probably can't hear it with the background music, but shh, I don't care. My friend got me into this. It's so good. It's so yummy. It's really sweet though. It's definitely not healthy. It's not like healthy tea. It's like basically sugar drink. Shifagor. Take a shot every time Yofo forgors. Don't do that. Don't do that. You alcohol poisoning. Oh yeah. It's so yummy. It's so yummy. But I'm not gonna show you the picture because what if you try it and you're like, Yufu, that sucks. That tastes disgusting. What will I say? I'm sorry. My drink taste is bad. It's bad. How about this? Crash out. Your art is priceless and would sell for a very huge amount of... Oh, I did not. Why did I go Yes, I would crash out very hard about the prospect of me earning $1 trillion bajillion. Should go now. It's getting close to after midnight hours. Got uni tomorrow. Okay. Sayonara. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Good luck with the university. I've got the word daigaku. Daigaku. 多分ね。大学頑張ってください。Okay. Now let me tell you what would make me crash out. I forgot it. Take a shot. Let's grab our grapefruit and jasmine tea. That was not a nice sound. I apologize for that. My head empty. I guess it's Eepy sleepy time. Oh, yasumi. That is not the right key. Really looks a good thing instead. I love money. I love money. お金大好きだよ。大好きだよ。君も? Oh yeah, okay, I have a new topic. So for some reason, I was imagining what it would be like in the bus yesterday because I was really bored. I don't remember where I was going actually. See, my memory is... Take a shot. So I was in the bus and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I was in an interview for a Japanese company and I had to speak Japanese? And I was like, imagining in my mind, すみません。インタビューに来ました。このインタビュールームはどうやって行きますか？はい、インタビューこの理由です。And then I stopped for a moment and I was like, where should I learn the word 理由? So I had to Google it and I'm like, am I making things up? Am I asking like, how do I get the potato? And I got like the Google search. It's like, yeah,理由means reason. I'm like, yeah, I'm here for the interview. That's the reason. And I'm like, where did I learn that? Because then I'm like, surely I learned it from anime, right? この理由. But I surely haven't heard the word that many times for me to pick it up. I guess I did, right? I guess that's how learning works. Exposure. It's so embarrassing though to be like, how did you learn your Nihongo past what you learned in high school? Obviously I haven't learned much because, you know, it doesn't really count as studying, but... Otome games.大好き. Otome de. Taisho Alice. I'm having Taisho Alice withdrawal symptoms. I will talk about that in a sec after my other example of the Japanese. Because I was also like imagining being in the interview room and they're like asking questions. And at some point in my mind I was like, 私の日本語今悪いけど自信があるからとても勉強することできます。絶対 which is like, my Japanese is bad, but I have confidence, so I'm going to study. Definitely. I don't know if that's like the correct structure, but that's like the general words, right? I hope none of you like are fluent in Japanese, so I guess you could teach me, so that would be pretty good actually. But don't judge me. And then I was like, where did I learn the word jishin? Jishin? So then I started getting overconfident. Because jishin is confidence, right? And then I started like guessing other words and I'm like, kono jishin. And I was talking to another friend, right? And they don't like Japanese, so I'm trying to make them learn Japanese by being really annoying and more weeb than I usually am. Because usually I'd be like, oh, kore kawaii, kore, mite. to my weeb friends, right? I wouldn't do this to like someone I met for the first time, because obviously if you meet someone and they're like, "Yoo-hoo! Howdy do? Daijoubu desu ka?" They'd be like, you are a weeb. You are a weeb. But that's why you make friends who accept you for being a weeb. Dane, dane, hi, hi, hi. Where was I going with this? Take a shot. Crying. Yeah. That friend, right? So then I started getting overconfident and I started saying all these things in Japanese to get them to learn Japanese. And then I said jishin instead of jisho. And I'm like, yeah, that is why I should not be overconfident. I guess it is better to be overconfident than underconfident, yeah? Yeah? I saw this really scary video about job interviews. Some people seem really scary, like hiring people. And she's like, don't do this. Don't do this. If I invite you to this interview room, don't ask me where you sit. Just sit across from me. If I offer you a drink, don't ask for a coffee with sugar and milk. I am not a bartender. Not bartender. Barista. Just ask for a bottle of water and ask with please and thank you. Don't sit with your arms under your desk. You have to have your arms on the table to look confident. And she said it so like directly. I was like, that's a bit scary. Like I get being confident, but I feel like that looks way too alpha male. Like going up to the interview like, hello, yes, and you have to have like a firm handshake. I don't know how to do a firm handshake. I will learn to do a firm handshake if I ever get an interview, right? I will train. I'm good at training. Probably. But it's kind of unfortunate, right? I feel like I saw another it just reminded me like of interviews and stuff. I saw another VTuber audition thing and it looked really sketchy. Like, did you see for April Fools or whatever this I don't remember who, but someone made a VTuber group with like a website and application form, but it was just like a parody, like a joke to show what it's like to be like a sketchy thing and like with really sketchy web page, and it does not seem professional, right? Unfortunately, the unit I really disliked in university was actually really helpful with learning what professionalism sounds like, because I had to like rewrite things a lot. So like looking through this new VTuber application thing, I was like, I'm not really interested, but like I'll look through the form, like see if it's at least legit, right? I would not apply for that. It does not look very professional. Like when things are like, our mission is to blah 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 blah, and it goes on, if it could be at least even slightly more concisely written, then it's not professional, right? Like if you can make something more concise, then it's bad the way it is. Okay, maybe not bad, right? Especially if it's like creative writing. You can do whatever you want if it's creative because it's your passion. But if you're meant to be professional, it has to be cut down a lot. It has to be a cut down, cut down, cut down. Now, let me write a random sentence, okay? There was a bug named Jeremy and he liked to party. You can cut this down by being like, Jeremy the bug enjoyed partying. See, that goes down from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can shrink it down to 5 words, okay? If you have to shrink it, then it's not that professional at the start. That's what I think, at least. Obviously, I'm not a professional with writing these kind of things, so I could be wrong. But generally try and see if things are concise. Dayone? Dayone? Okay. What else? What else have I seen or done recently? What have you guys done recently? It has been a bit. I feel like my life hasn't really changed all that much. I'm sure I've been to like really fancy things. I'm sure a lot. I went to a party for the first time. Like I don't know why they call them parties, right? Like I show up, right? And it's like a K-pop party, they called it. And it was just loud, blaring music in a really busy room. And there was alcohol. But I don't drink. My friend was like, yeah, no, there's no point if you're not drinking. And I was like, alrighty. And we kind of just sat there, right? I know, it is quite interesting this first time. It was like a 7 out of 10. It was fun, but it wasn't like fun. To be fair, the friend I went with wasn't like super into K-pop. And I'm only really super into Stacy. Stacy girls, it's going down. I could do karaoke after I drink more tea. Or it is like it is at the halfway mark. だからね, perhaps I will get some more tea to like fix my throat because my throat is not doing as good as it was at the start. Emergency tea. Do you think there are any bad things that come with drinking too much tea? And tea no ato, karaoke suru. I did work out the reverb and auto-tune. So I will annoy you with Vocaloid in a bit. So for now, I will maybe 5-minute break. Hi, I'll be back. I'll be back. Make sure not to rob any bank. Arigato yo. And the transition worked this time. talking in the background. Oh, sorry, I mean, who? See, my voice is immediately slightly better after drinking tea. It really is a cure-all. I feel like I heard lemon was good for voices, but you're just gonna hear slurp slurp every once in a while. Don't hear anything? You don't hear watashi? Or you don't hear the ocha da yo? It's really weird though. I don't usually drink tea, but then every time I start drinking tea, then I just drink so much tea. And then I just stop drinking tea. And then I start drinking a whole bunch of tea again. Hello, minasan. Ocha ga suki desu ka? Can you still hear me when I whisper? Couldn't because you were muted? Wow. So it's not my fault. I can't believe you would blame watashi. I mean, you didn't, but like... Can you hear me fine? Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou minna. Watashi wa hontoni tottemo arigatai to omoimasu. I don't even know if that's the right term. I'm going to assume that means thankful. Don't you love burning your tongue? But it's weird. I like food when it's really hot, like burning tongue hot. Like if something is slightly warm, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want it to be burning hot, like straight off the wok hot, or straight out the fryer hot. Like KFC is sad unless you eat it 1 second out of the fryer. And I tell people that, and they're like, "Why are you insane?" I'm like, "But, what? You don't like things being a trillion bajillion degrees?" I don't think that's right. I think we should all eat food that is a trillion bajillion degrees. Oh, you can't. Maybe someday I will upgrade this one, because I'm here pouting and no one can see it. Ocha da yo. Oh yeah, as I was trying to say in the Nihongo da yo, at the start of the after break, blessed KFC. Hi, KFC daisuki da yo. Kino wa I got $16 worth of KFC for $8 yesterday, and obviously I couldn't eat that much. This is not the topic I was gonna talk about, but we're gonna talk about it now. Okay, if you say English, if you say. Have you ever had a dream that... Okay, say you wanted chicken wings, chips, and gravy, right? On its own, that would probably be like $13. Or for $8, you can get that. But you can also get an entire burger and 3 pieces of fried cookie dough. And a drink. For $4 less. For a third less. Get that much KFC? I know, that was my thought process. I was like, of course I'm gonna get it. Why wouldn't I get extra for less money? And I told my friend, I was like, look at all this food I got. And she's like, can you eat all that? And I'm like, no, but I have so much food now. She's like, you know you don't have to buy that if you're not gonna eat it all. I'm like, but would you not? Would you not? So then I casually I couldn't eat the burger, right? I'd eaten 2 wings and half the chips. And I was like, man, I'm full. It was so bad. My stomach is so small, but my greed is so big. I'm like, I want to get this and I want to get this. But what if I got this as well? Because you know, the more variety in your food, the less habituation. Like you can break up the habituation. And basically, you didn't have to buy it. It was faded. Exactly. But like, we eat more if we like switch up the food every once in a while, because we get sick of eating the same thing eventually. So your brain's like, we're not gonna make this taste as good, right? That's why the end of a meal never tastes as good as the start of the meal, because your brain gets used to the food too much. But if you break it up with eating different things in between, then you're gonna keep the enjoyment level high, but you're also gonna overeat. So like, don't have too many dishes if you're trying to lose weight. But if I can enhance my eating experience by having more foods for a cheaper cost, of course I'm gonna do that. That was my logic. I know, for $4 less, it's such a steal, right? So I just had this burger in my bag, right? And I was just walking around with it. It was really hot as well, so I'm surprised I didn't get sick eating my burger like 3 hours later when I got home. Like, it's a chicken burger, right? And it was like 30 degrees outside, and it was just in my bag. I'm surprised it was okay. It tasted really good though. I did feel like kind of sick that night, but I don't think that's because of the burger. I hope it's not because of the burger. So I can tell myself that I should just keep doing that because that is such a good deal. I love deals. See, the food marketing really works on me. We did learn food psych recently. Let me get up the notes because I find it pretty interesting. We learned about obesity and how the food market does things. Open up my notes. I wonder if I have the statistic here because it's like, for only a tiny amount of money, you can get like average 700 calories more or something just for upgrading. I don't remember. But health psych is pretty interesting. Did you know? Okay, if you don't want to talk about diets, maybe stop listening for a second if you have any issues with food and everything. But these are just some interesting things. Tea is good for you, I hope. But you know how in TV and things, it's always like, okay, I need to lose 50 kilos by the end of the year. Or like, I'm going to lose 4 kilos by the end of the month, right? That really skewed my perception of weight loss, right? A clinically good trial is losing 5% of your body weight in a whole year. Like, I honestly thought a good diet was like losing 30% in like 4 months. Which is why clearly I never met my expectations because that's insane. It's insane. Drinking tea, good. Everyone should drink tea. We can have a tea party, you know? I wonder if there's like a tea asset. If there's not a tea asset, then you can just hallucinate tea. But you know, whatever. Tea? Steam? Steam? Tea doko. What if I put it behind me so it looks like there's steam coming out of me for no reason? I don't know why I would do that. Where is it? What? Can I see it on the stream where it's No, I can't see it. Omoshiro-so. Okay. Sure. Remove those. Okay, is there a drink? Sure. Eggnog is close. That is big. Can I? I mean, can you not? Could you bet? Sure, whatever. Can I put this in between my legs? It's like on my legs. これ大丈夫？できますか？どうして？ Drink. Okay, whatever. Pretend this is tea. Scrumptious tea. This doesn't taste like tea. Why does it taste like eggnog? This is a strange alternative. Trying to say alternative and alternate at the same time. Universe, wow, I can't believe that I am drinking tea, but it tastes like eggnog. That is so strange. Do you guys know the answer? What do you think, chat? Why do you think my eggnog tastes like, my tea tastes like eggnog? I just came to the scary realization that I could just genuinely drop tea on my bike. Because the other mic, right, fell into the curry. If we remember the law, the other mic fell into the curry because I've never had a proper mic stand. I remember, what's that throne, is it? Where, like, people can fund things. I remember my used-to-be manager bought me that, and then it just never arrived. And then I got scammed because it's like, oh, your detail is wrong. So I was like, oh, let me check. And it was wrong. So then I went to the link in their message and blah, 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 and edited it. And then they stole my money. But, like, I know it's sketchy to respond to a message that's like, oh, your package is wrong. But I was expecting it that day. I did check, and the details were, in fact, wrong. So I thought they were anyway. And then I go to JB Hi-Fi, the tech store, right? And it's like $70 for one. So I was like, you know what? Maybe we don't. maybe we don't. Maybe all the budget can go to noodles instead. My friend earlier was like, because I saw this really pretty woman on Twitter. And she was wearing like this amazing drip. And the comment was like, you know how they have like the comment above the video they post? I was like, I love finding main characters. She's definitely one of them, right? And she was so pretty. So I sent this to my friend. My friend's like, you know, you should wear drip all the time. And I'm like, but drip is expensive. And she's like, well, with the amount of noodles you spend anyway, you could just buy less noodles and it evens out. But a noodleless Yofo? Is that real? Do we believe that there's actually a noodleless Yofo? If I had to have one signature food, surely it would be noodles. I love when my ears start hurting for no reason. Maybe it's these headphones, right? Because I stole the padding from the other old set of headphones, right? Because the last ones broke, but the sound quality wasn't very good. They were like gaming headphones, but now I have AT Audio Technica headphones, so I can hear the sound more accurately and make better mixes. However, it hurts my ears. So I stole the padding from the last ones, right? But it fits well, surprisingly, but I feel like it's just the headphones themselves that are uncomfortable. Or maybe I'm just listening to things way too loud. I'm probably listening to things way too loud. It's really funny though. I went to the Stacey concert like back in a trillion months ago, probably July or something. It was so good. I was so close to the front, and I, like, you know how at the end they have like concert pictures, you can see the crowd and they're like posing in front of the crowd? You can see me in the crowd. And my favorite member like walked past my chair. Unfortunately, the video I got was garbage because she was like, the bodyguards were in front of her, so I couldn't like get the video. She's so sad. And then Yoon, her face was like right on my camera, but it wasn't recording. I'm so sad, but it's fine. You know when some people are so pretty, you're like, you actually exist? That's what it felt like. It was like, are you real? I don't think you're real. I don't think I'm real. Is this real? What? Do people exist? And it was so good. There was like no note off pitch that I heard. The dance was so good. There was no mistakes, except the translator kind of messed up a few times. But like other than that, that was a crazy performance. I don't remember how I got to talking about this. But Stacey girls, right, we were gonna sing. Would you like to hear my beautiful singing voice after I drink some more tea? You don't get recommendations. You get whichever one I choose, and then maybe I will ask for recommendations. Let me drink some tea first. Surely I have to sing Magnet. You'll let me know if the might all just be real after all. Are you sure? I don't think I'm real. I am but a picture. Are you sure I'm not AI in this world of AI? Is that what you think? Are you sure about that? I think your favorite VTuber, Yufu, is an AI. Or is she? She blinks like a human. She knows the word panopticism. Yufu with her bad vocabulary would never know that. Therefore, maybe I am AI. Okay, we're singing Magnet. Because why would we not sing Magnet? Okay, now I turn on these filters. Reverb, verb, verb, verb. I know the reverb's not very strong, but we're gonna sing Magnet. Let me know if it's too loud. Too loud? 다이조부? Magnet lyrics Vocaloid. I love how it automatically fills in the search bar of Vocaloid instead of Vocaloid. What? Did that get louder? Am I hallucinating or is that 大丈夫? わかんないよ。わからない、ほんと。ロボユフだ。ヒヒ。か細い火が心の端に灯るいつの間にか燃え広がる熱情私の腸不規則に飛び回りあなたの手にリブのつけた絡み合う指ほどいて 唇から下へと許されないことならばらぼ空燃え上がるの抱き寄せてほしい確かめてほしい間違いなどないのと思わせてキスをして塗り替えてほしい魅惑の時に酔いしれI feel like I look back at the stream after like staring lyrics. I feel like I need to move my head more because just standing here is really boring. Yeah, I'm bucking that. 束縛してもっと必要として愛しいなら執着見せつけておかしいのがたまらなく好きになるいけるとこまで行けばいいよ迷い込んだ心なら That is the hum of the main line 優しさなんて感じる暇などないくらいに繰り返したのはあの夢じゃなくて紛れのない現実の私たち触れてから戻れないと知るそれでいいの誰よりも大切なあなたNow, do we think Yufu can find her way back to the main melody instead of the harmonies that I've been singing for too long? Oh, it's hard to switch between them. Oh no. What is Arthur chasing out of the table? I don't know where I am up to. 泣いてしまう私に大丈夫とささやいたあなたも泣いたいだろう抱き寄せてほしい確かめてほしい間違いなどないんだと思わせてキスをして塗り替えてほしい魅惑の時に酔いしれ溺れて引き寄せてマグネットのようにたとえいつか離れても巡り溢れていて戻れなくていいそれでいいの誰よりも大切なあなた I have a song in mind. I have a song in mind. I'm changing song. なくしてしまった If anyone knows this song, I will love you forever. If you know, that's okay. 探して遥かな星をたどり虹色に染まる空の果て So, someone, I wonder who has a birthday on Tuesday. I wonder who that could be. I wonder. 隙間からこぼれ出す小さな火にとらわれ白日夢に似た道歩き加速する引力が繰り返す努力が私だれ so wrong yeah 離さないこのまま連れ出してよ散りぐずという白橋つなぎ合わせて作り出す輪を覗き込めばそのたびに形を変え回り始めるまた私にそう出会うために This is the opening song to Amnesia and maybe someone sang it for her birthday. I wonder, I guess we'll have to find out on Tuesday. Bam, ba-dam, bam. I dropped something. No! I was playing with my tea bag and I dropped on the floor. Whoopsie. 何一つ頼れない何一つ信じられない全て夢であればすぐ割れたのに注がれる運命が両手を満たしてゆく私一人だけじゃ足りない 止めて支えていて少しだけでも無意味な世界なんてないと信じるための明日を作り上げるのもう諦めたりしないから大好きな音楽だよはい、この歌はWhose birthday could it be? Maybe the one with twin ponytails? I wonder. It could be. Maybe you guessed correctly. Maybe you guessed wrong. Maybe you're really bad at guessing. Maybe I have left clues. Maybe I have not left clues. I wonder. Maybe I'm gaslighting you. Maybe it's Jeremy's birthday. I think it's Jeremy's birthday, actually. Yeah, did you forget about Jeremy? Did you forget about Jeremy? It's not over, though. His song goes on forever. I'm so sorry, Yobu. Yobu's doing the video for the 音楽だよ。Yobu 大好き。隙間からこぼれ出す二度とない永遠を今その手で掴んでそのまま連れて行ってよ See, I could not do that. That's why I gave that line to Cat. We love Cat. 重なり合ういくつものカライドスコープどこまでも未来映し続け想像もできなかった一つの模様が最後の隙間を埋めてゆく皆さんクラップしたよプリーズクラップフォー私のお姫様Okay, reverb off. Reverb is off now. Hi, 私の誕生日は今日です。Today's my birthday. What are you gonna do about it? You gonna give me a trillion bajillion dollars? But if you're a real Yufu fan, you will know that I am a liar. My birthday is on Tuesday, the 25th. Considering today is Thursday, keep in mind that I am perhaps a day ahead. So you shall greet me. Say omedetou, tanjoubi omedetou, which is how you say happy birthday. Tanjoubi omedetou. Tanjoubi, birthday, omedetou, congratulations. You will tell me congratulations birthday on my birthday. お願いします。私の誕生日嬉しいだよ。For my 誕生日 I don't know, I might go to an aquarium. The aquarium is kind of stuck around here, but like we'll see. I like fish. Fish 好きだよ。Fish 好きだよ。You did guess correctly. Now I need to drink some tea. How long could a fish survive in tea? I thought I just heard my cat go like really loudly. And I was like, is there an actual issue? And then I took my headphone off, there was nothing. So I may be hallucinating. Hallucination is good for the soul. I don't like this eggnog anymore. Bye bye eggnog, sayonara. Well, that's clearly not what I love how the eggnog is never moving, but that's okay. That's okay. じゃあ私は since I'm here, why not たくさんあるこれビビビビこれはいこれだよこんにちは私は誰ですか Would you like to guess who 私 is? I wonder who I am. I recently was watching my short using this tiny voice model. What? Huh? Ego? 話せませんよ And I remembered when I'm small, I feel like it needs a higher pitched voice, right? That's generally what happens in games, right? The smaller you are, the higher your voice. And the bigger you are, the lower your voice. どうして? Is it because we associate high voices with like babies and smallness? And then big thing with big thing? Hi! レドユーフだよやった 私 Oh, wrong mode. If I undo this, then お願いします。Yeah. Yeah, 違う違う. I'm using studio mode for the first time. It's actually really good. It would have solved all my problems from years ago, but for some reason, did I do that? 違うよ。違う。ほんと違う。私はバカだよ。バカになった。いや、違う。バカじゃないになった。I don't understand. Does that mean like being smaller makes you think they're more childish? 私子供だよ。子供だよ。子供ユフです。子供ユフです。Will you buy me a banana? Because I'm so tiny. I'm so tiny. And I like banana. Do they have at your grocery stores? Because they definitely have those here where it's like, if you're a kid, you can eat this apple for free, right? But there's like a separate like box of them. They're like ones they can't sell because maybe they're like too old or not perfect quality. So they just give them out for kids to eat. Leo Yufu was the last time we saw her? Never. You never saw me. I'm a hallucination, an illusion. Look inside your soul. When was the last time you saw Chibi Yufu? I mean, not Chibi. I'm always Chibi. Leo Yufu. Never. You have never seen Chibi Yufu. If you remember anything, any sense of familiarity, I think you are wrong. I think you missed the timeline jump. You missed it. You're stuck here forever. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I thought you made the jump with everyone else. I guess you're stuck here forever now. I know I'm not your original Yufu that you've come to know and love, but I hope I'll do. Yeah. I don't like how this one doesn't show my eyes going left and right as much. Because I do that so much. Wrong thing. Mate. I have so many just called Yufu. I don't know which is which. これでしょ? Why am I so tiny? Yeah, これ. Would you like to get bigger without rotating? Oh, I'm still on an angle. There we go. Hi! よろしくお願いいたします。よろしくお願いいたします。Sometime in the past. But memories jelly going back that far? Are you sure you saw me? Because I don't think Chibi Yufu ever existed. I don't recall seeing her ever. You guys okay? Do you guys need to lie down for a bit? Amnesia? No, what's the opposite of amnesia? No. If you are hallucinating, then I can, according to some lore I forgot. According to something, you could be admitted to a mental health facility for up to 3 days, I believe. Oh no, is this my shirt or is it okay. Yeah, no, I did not notice my clothes have strings and humongous thing. I think this will need to be replaced. But like whatever. He. I almost went way too into psych right now, but I don't think you guys want to learn that. What else happened recently? See, this is the issue with chatting. What happens when you run out of things to chat? It's not like I ran out of things, but my memory is not it. Maybe I should start writing a journal. Oh, I should talk about my dream last night. Usually I wake up 50 billion times during the night. Usually because my bladder is garbage. And like, even if I don't drink much, I wake up and it's like, toire no toki. Hi. But I also have a friend with the same like horrible bladder. So I'm like, hi, I'm awake. They're like, hey, I'm also To be fair, they also have a time zone difference, but like, bruh. So obviously I have a trillion bajillion dreams because I keep going to sleep and I keep waking up. だからmany dream ですよ. And yeah. One of my dreams. Usually my dreams kind of I'd rather not have that dream, whatever. But one dream was so nice. I was so happy. In my dream, me and two friends were invited to like this fancy, something we probably earned from like a lottery. It was like a really fancy experience. And it was like, you know, not fancy looking place, but whatever. And it was like a long table. We were sitting in a row there with a whole bunch of other people. And they gave us a burger, a delicious burger. We got to try burgers with every type of meat. And they were so good. There was like a beef burger, like a chicken burger, like a lamb burger. We got like a teriyaki chicken burger with mayonnaise, which is the one I remember tasting the most because I ate something like that in real life and it was really, really, really good. So I guess that went into the dream. I feel like it's weird. I didn't taste the other burgers, and somehow I had like stomach space because, you know, dream. I was gonna talk about Thai alley. I'll talk about that in a sec. But then by the last one, I was like, oh, I remember tasting this, and that's probably why I could like actually taste it in the dream because I had like eaten it before, and I don't think I've eaten like a really good beef burger, really good lamb burger in real life, but I've had really, really good teriyaki chicken with mayonnaise. So that's why I could taste that in the dream. But that was like a limited time thing and it was so cheap when I got it. It was like $13 for a really good bowl. But the promo's gone. But maybe I'll try it again later. Like something similar from there because oishiso. Wow, I want to get food now. Did I even eat breakfast? I don't think I ate breakfast. I've just been drinking tea. That sounds so stupid when I think about it. Beloved tea. Oh yeah, Thai alley. Okay. I will subject you to Thai alley. I will try and make it sound as appealing as possible. Don't be like, ugh, romance again, ugh. No. Hush, child. You have yet to learn about Thai Shaw Alice. But I can't actually like promote it that well without spoiling the whole thing. I've been starting to say tee-hee all the time because my friend says tee-hee and now I say tee-hee. But basically, if anyone ever says something to me enough, I will steal it. Horror romance? If you are interested in mental health, definitely play it. But if you are in a bad spot mentally, perhaps don't play it. There are a lot of like warnings and everyone's like, is this real? Obviously the first two routes are kind of not as dark, but then you hit the insane route after that and the equally insane route after that and then the even more insane route after that. And I have never ever like read a more graphic depiction of this one thing that, you know, when something's so gross and horrible that you feel sick reading it. Obviously, I've seen worse in anime when I can like visually see it and hear people screaming, but just like written text, never have I read something like that. Unfortunately, they're my favorite character, I think. But I am never doing that route again. I am never touching that again. Like, it was fine most of the route, but there was like a third of it, the backstory part. What if we don't ever think about that? Hush, child. We do not speak of the Snow White route. But there's so many screenshots I've seen without context. Let me show you one of them, right? Because I'm really excited for the second game. And this is where the second one is. And I've only seen this one screenshot. Oh, let me... stupid Twitter with the new passcode DMs. Why would you do this to me? Load. Onegaishimasu! Ja, and then I do this, and then I scroll up a bit. Because I've never played an otome. It's so funny. Where's that picture? これだよ. Now, save image as. Downloads. Save. Okay, and then I go back to OBS. See, I am actually a technology master. Then if I do this, and then I do this, and then I call it Wahoo, and then I do this, then I do down. Yes, これだよ. Oh, what toggle is this? What? What have I done? I love accidentally pressing toggles. Okay. これだよ. For this competition, I gathered everyone with students with potential, including myself. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. I want to find out the context, but I hear this is the whole context. I hear this is Snow White on the right, my beloved Snow White. Supposedly he was like, you know what? We might as well just do a competition. Like, why would you do that? Why would you think of that? I wonder who won though. I don't know. I really hope Snow White won because I love Snow White and he should win everything, even if it's this kind of competition. And this is Ryoshi, the older brother who is also very pretty. I like Ryoshi. Ryoshi should hang out with me forever. Obviously, he's not as close to my heart as beloved Ugyo. But the protagonist of Tai Alley is so good as well. I've never seen such a feisty protagonist in an anime. Like, often, maybe not often, but like, sometimes you get really shy protagonists who are like, what if I hurt their feelings? What if I... This girl will straight up... Let me find it. She yells out to Alice, oh, you freeloading scum! Go out and pay your debt! And she yells that at him. And every time they meet up, they're just yelling at each other, and it's so funny. I wish he had a voice actor. Teota is feisty. I love Teota. Teota is my number one, but Yurika is my number two. They are my wives. Mite kudasai. Ah, mate. Mite kudasai. Teota. Atsuku. Atsuku. However, I keep using it. Who says beautiful? Because I started using it non-stop. So every message I ever send to anyone is like, oh, that art is so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Your kittens are so beautiful. They're so cute and beautiful and beautiful. See, I only have one compliment that I use at the moment. So yeah, apologies. I don't have anything else in my brain. Brain empty forever. Beautiful. Tiltaful. Teota daisuki, Yurika daisuki. They're so pretty as well. I will draw Yurika a lot, but she is like 90% hair. And do we think we are up for that? There's a reason the furry you see in front of you has pigtails instead of long hair. Because pigtails are easier to draw. Is that the only reason? Yes. To be fair, longer hair gives a more mature look. Which I feel does not suit me as much, right? It does not suit me as much. If I were to be more mature. Is something important? Nah. You didn't say anything important. It was just the starting soon screen that had Teota on it. And she's very cute. I like the Teota. The Teota from the Buster Fillers. From the hit game Buster Fillers. You guys should play it. 私の一番好きの乙女ゲームだよ。Teota とっても好き。Hi. You should all play Buster Fillers because we have a silly protagonist who can go back in time, which is really cool by itself, right? But when she goes back in time, she is in someone else's body. And it only lasts like a few minutes. So if you want to make a change, you have to go back in someone's body, maybe make a call, maybe run to a scene of a crime. You don't have long, but you gotta go back. Sophisticated youth era starts with the rich kid era. Arthur, don't get on the table where you are not allowed. What if I pressed you down flat like a worm? Don't do that. How do you stop a cat from getting on a table? My dad and I have just been like, clap, 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 Arthur, get down, right? But, this child, he doesn't care. He will still run across the table because it's faster than going around the table. But he's not allowed on the table. He knows he's not allowed on the table. When we see him on the table and he sees us, oi! See, he just walked across the table. What do you do? Yelling at him doesn't do anything because the punishment isn't good enough. But if you punish cats, they're just going to think you're unpredictable and mean. So you can't punish cats. But you can't reward them, like, for being on the floor. Because if you pick them up and put them on the floor, be like, good boy being on the floor. He's going to jump on the table because he knows that once we put him down, we pet him. So is the only thing to make the table more uncomfortable for him to walk on? But I don't want to have to, like, put bubble wrap all over my table or something. I tried pushing all the chairs in so that he wouldn't be able to, like, jump off them because he can't jump very high. Stupid idiot. I say as he's considering jumping up to the window You can see my model just look over there like, huh? Child? Huh? 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 Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. So he's just running around now. Alrighty. I don't know, because you might just think, oh, just let him be on it. But he's a bad influence on Hutch as well. She doesn't go on the table, but if she sees him on the table, she will go on the table. How? How? Doyatte? It's terrible. It's terrible. Failsafe deletion glitch for the Steam version, so you gotta grind a bit. You do gotta grind a bit. You gotta get back to the Buster Fair, because Buster Fellows 2 came out, and that's even better. I don't know if it's better, maybe about equal goodness. I bet it's rare you get a sequel that's as good as the original, right? And I really love the characters in Buster Fellows 2, like the added characters. I think I like them, like, a lot. What? Oh, he's chasing a fly. He's so cute. He's trying to jump, but he's really bad at jumping. So you see a slight jump, then a boom as he hits the ground, because he is chunky. You got this out though. He don't got this. He lost it. He lost the bug. He lost the bug. I wish the head, like my head, could turn 360 so you could see me looking around like, Arthur-san, doko ni ita? You will have to mash through all the buttons. Ganbatte kudasai. Ganbatte kudasai. About like grinding games, right? For RPGs, usually, before a final boss, for example, you're gonna have to fight a trillion bajillion of these enemies, and it's like, oh, not you again. I fought 3 trillion bajillion slimes here. You are all weak. You're all weak. But then, are you the type of people to like over-level in games? I've never been the type to over-level in games, because I'm never here for like the battles. I'm here for the story. So whenever I get to a boss, I'm like, oh, just level up again. Don't make me do this, right? So yeah, no. I will be severely underleveled, and I will be fighting the bosses as hard as I can. And usually it's like up to luck, right? If you're underleveled, it's like, oh, critical hit. Oh, do they make my whole party go to sleep? No, they don't. Okay, you're all good. So yeah, no. Overlevel on accident usually depends how well balanced the pacing of the game is, right? Some games are paced really questionably. Like when you beat a boss and then the casual enemy after the boss is like 10 levels higher than you're like, why are you stronger than the previous boss? That should not happen. Like, that would make sense if we were in Maiden Abyss. I had a person I was talking to at uni, right? It's really sad when you make like a friend, but they don't like continue connecting. Like, that dude was chill. We like talking about stuff sometimes. And I was like, okay, what's your favorite anime, right? And he's like, oh, I just see Arthur jumping around. He looks so stupid. I love you, Arthur. Oh, okay. Whoa. Good luck. Yeah, Blessed Maiden Abyss. And he was like, I love the Maiden Abyss movie. You can't recommend that to people though. And I'm like, you can't. You cannot. I will never recommend a Maiden Abyss. Oh, Hutch is going to join, maybe? Join Catching the Fly. I cannot recommend Maiden Abyss, right? It's a good anime if you want to feel your soul die, because that one scene in that first season with the poison, I still remember that. Whenever I hear Maiden Abyss, I'm like, not that again. Not that again. We don't talk about that. Yeah, if for the yous who don't know, I'm gonna tell you what happens in that episode. So she gets poisoned. She's also like suffering, right? Because the lower you go down into the abyss, the more like your eyes start bleeding, you start vomiting, and all those bad things, right? Like bleeding from your eyes. And then she gets poisoned, and there's poison, and you know what she plans on doing? Because she decides to saw her arm off. And she is a child, by the way. And you can see the pain. You can see how like huge her hand is from the poison. I don't like that scene, and that is what comes to mind immediately whenever I say Maiden Abyss. So yet I keep talking about it because I love sharing terrible moments. I'm glad none of you are like, Maiden Abyss, that was so easy to watch. What do you mean? I watched worse. Shh. sure, but what if we don't like that? What if we just like watching Black Butler on repeat again and again and again and again? It's a good time. What a funny cartoon. Shh. I would not say that's funny. I feel like surely there were comedy parts, but I don't remember them. I don't remember them at all. I don't remember crying. Yeah, no. It's really awkward though, because my favorite anime is this one called Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens. And it's kind of low-key yaoi, okay? But I promise I like it for the vibes, not for that, right? And I told this guy, right? Like, oh, I really like this one. It's called Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens. They're all hitmen, right? And it's kind of like found family with hitmen and jazzy music. And I like that. Somehow I don't like jazz, but I like the Japanese jazz for that, right? I thought it was really cool. And it's all these different characters, like the informant, the plastic surgeon, the detective, this young girl, this torturer, and they're all like friends, right? And they're all helping each other out, like, oh, I need a body double here, oh, can you help me with this, oh, blah, 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 blah. And the more times you watch it, you're like, oh, these people are actually friends, oh, it all makes sense. There are a lot of characters, so it took me 2 watches to like figure out who is who, that kind of thing. But it's really good, and it's really funny, so at least it's my kind of humor. The dub is actually funnier than the sub. Like, some of the dialogue is just funnier in the dub. I find the voice acting nicer in the Japanese. See, I'm really biased. I like it because the main character is a cross-dressing hitman, but he has like long hair, which is really pretty, and he has a really pretty voice. So clearly, I have no choice but to like it. Voices are the #1 thing, right? You could be perfect, but if your voice isn't like soft and beautiful, no chance. But if your voice is the type of voice I like, then it doesn't matter how bad you are, because I will really like you. That's so bad. I love voices so much, you know. But I really like that show, right? It's really funny, and there's ramen, and found family, my beloved, right? It's so cute, and so I've watched that so many times, probably like 7 times or something. It's just really silly. And obviously it's not the best done, but it's what I like best, right? And I told this guy when we talk about our favorite ones, and I'm like, you're not gonna have heard about this, but like, yeah, it's low-key yaoi, but like, that's not why I watch it. I don't mind yaoi, but I don't want to be known as the fujoshi girl, right? Because then people ask me like, oh, which do you like? What do you like? And I'm like, I don't know anything about that. I really don't. Don't ask me. Because I told this girl asked me once like, oh, do you know much about yaoi? And I'm like, yeah, I've seen a tiny bit, like not really. And then the whole meetup, she was just following me around like, oh, what yaoi do you watch? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? And I'm like, no, I haven't. I'm sorry. I have not seen this, and I have not seen this either, and I've not seen this either. So it was so annoying because this was in like a screenwriting thing, because I wanted to do a creative class, right? For like my last year. I was like, let's do something creative. And yeah, then this guy's like, oh, are you writing a thing about yaoi? And I'm like, no, I am not. You read mine. We gave feedback. I did not write about, okay, goodbye. And I kind of didn't talk to him again. But you know how some people are really, really fun to talk to in real life, and you get along so well, and the conversation flows perfectly, and then you're like, okay, here's my contact details, we can just chat later, right? And then you go home and you start messaging them, and they respond with the most dry messages ever, and you're like, yeah, okay, so what about this, what about this, what about this? And they're like, yeah, I like that. Where is your energy gone? What happened to you? Doko desu ka? Big boss moment? どうして big boss moment? どうして私? Big boss moment? But it was so sad, because I feel like if I want to be friends with someone, they have to be good at messaging as well, because a lot of my conversation with people is online, because, you know, if I want to talk to someone, it's like, hey, have you seen this? Did you see this tweet? Do you like this tweet? What do you think about this? And this and this and this. And if they can't respond to that, it's like, ugh, I guess we're not gonna. So I'm really fussy, right? You could be... I feel like a cat. I almost, like, I looked at the fly and I was like, I could grab that. Maybe I am a cat. But I'm fussy. If you want to get along with me, you have to be good at messaging and good at talking. Think people get really self-conscious in text? Yeah, I guess so, but wouldn't it make more sense to be more self-conscious in real life? Like, I'm definitely more self-conscious in real life. Because, yeah, in message you can yippee woohoo, but in real life, if you yippee wahoo too loudly in classroom, everyone looks at you. Okay, I say that, but they don't actually do that. So, like, you know, do whatever you want. No one really cares. I like just telling stories with hypotheticals that aren't actually true. No one cares what you do in reality. So, do whatever you want. Except don't, like, do crime. Don't do crime, kids. And don't join bad places. Because the #1 predictor of becoming a delinquent is having delinquent friends. Which, you know, checks out. It checks out. But I was surprised that that was the highest factor instead of, like, mistreatment and stuff. But, you know, yeah, sure, fair enough. But I don't do anything like that, right? But, you know, after studying about vapes and stuff, I looked... Because vapes kind of look like highlighters, right? And I... What do you mean crime fun? But I was, like, in my bedroom drawing, right? And then I looked on the floor and there's a highlighter and I'm like, why is there a vape in my room? It's a highlighter in my own room. But I was... Why would I think that? They relate to school and being judged when you're younger or something? Present robotically thinking their expressiveness was the issue. Yeah, that was me a lot. Especially in, like... I feel like it still is me to a degree. I hope it's less now than I used to be, right? Especially in, like, high school. If a teacher would talk to me and be like, you need more friends. You need to talk to people more. And I'd be like, I think it's fine. Like, it's okay. Yeah, like, clearly I was uncomfortable. Clearly I did not have the social skills that I would have needed to flourish. Yippee! So yeah, clearly the teacher was right, but clearly the teacher did not go about it the right way. It's kind of weird, like, knowing psych. Whenever someone talks about, like, oh, this kid did bad, so we punished them, I'm always on the side, like, but there's a reason they did that. But you're not even looking towards the reason? Like, obviously I can't help everyone. I can't go up to every parent and be like, have you considered? I know. I remember, like, clearly I had social anxiety when I was in high school. And the dean of my house, which is stupid orange, of all colors. Orange, my least favorite color ever. They gave me orange. I'm so glad I'm not an orange tuber, but, like, you know, if I got money for it, I would. But oh, I can't believe it's orange. Supposedly it was based on, like, where we lived, which house they put you in. But then we moved, like, immediately. Like, could they please have just given me literally any other color? There were 8 houses and they gave me orange, the only color I didn't like. Anyway, the dean pulled me aside during homeroom, right? And our homerooms were like 3 people from each grade, so we could get to know people in different grades, that kind of thing, which was a pretty good idea. But our homeroom teacher was garbage. She kind of just sat there, and then she just stopped showing up at some point, and they saw her, like, running away from the school at some point, like sneaking in and leaving or something. So then we had someone else for, like, a whole year because she kind of ditched. That keeps happening to me. That happened to me in primary as well. My teacher, who was meant to, like, take us on a really cool school excursion, like science excursion, my mum was really excited. She was like, can I say this? Whatever. She was like she was related to Jackie Chan. Like a granddaughter or something. I don't know, fam. But she was really good with science and science excursions. So my mum spent, like, all of primary school being like, oh, you're gonna be able to do this in, like, year 5. And then she just left. She, like, disappeared. She, like, people would see her and she would just walk to the other side of the street and, like, leave. Why would you do that? What? Huh? Anyway, see, I'm unlucky with teachers sometimes. Maybe this is a common experience, but it feels unlucky. Where was I going with literally anything? Take a shot, fam. Yeah, I know. I can't believe they just left, right? Oh, yeah, let's talk about the dean of my homeroom, right? She came up to me one time and was like, we didn't have a chat. And I was like, oh, no, I know what this can be about because it's always about this. And she's like, you need to make more friends. You're not talking to people. You know why your friends are in your class? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, because I made it so that you're all in the same class together, so you're not alone. You need to learn to branch out. And I was like, okay. And she was like, you better talk to people in your homeroom next time. If I come in and you're not talking to people, you're blah, 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 blah. So I was scared, fam. I was scared. So then homeroom would start, and I would just turn around and pretend to be in conversation with like literally anyone. But obviously I wouldn't say anything, and they'd look at me like, why are you sitting with us, right? But it's really sad. Like year 7 camp, right? We were in like homeroom groups, so I got to know the girls in my homeroom pretty well, right? But as soon as we got out of that camp, they started ignoring me again. It's like, watakushi. It was so funny. I left high school though, right? And apparently no one knew who I was. Like they knew who I was, but they didn't know about me, which is crazy, right? And I was talking to my friend. It's like, isn't it funny how back in camp we had this really weird religious camp, which was probably not that legal because we spent the whole time like reading Bible passages and doing anyway. I did not know they were allowed to do that, but sure. Yeah, and then we had, I know I needed rich kid era. We had these like Bible study groups, and we had to like talk about, oh, what do you think of this perspective? What do you think of this perspective? Obviously, I was still nervous because social anxiety, and I didn't know anyone there, right? Well, I knew them, but I didn't like know them well. So I'd say like, oh, well, I think this. And afterwards, we had to like write feedback or notes to each other. I don't remember. But this girl, Chloe, was like, wow, you actually think. Of course, she said it in a nicer way, but I was like, bruh, do you guys really not know me? I have been in your school for 6 years. And then my other friend I was with, like years later when I was talking to her, she's like, yeah, no one knew who you are. No one really knew. And I'm like, huh? I thought I had a big enough influence, right? I was in talent show thrice, sorry. Sure, I was quite in class, but like, damn it, Chloe. I was also really mad because she was cuter than I was. Like, yeah, that was annoying because everyone was like, oh, you're so cute. But then when Chloe was there, I was like, oh, Chloe's so cute. And I'm like, all right. Anyway, not a big deal, whatever. But yeah, every recess and lunch, right, I would be like singing loudly. Like the whole recess and lunch, I would be so loud the whole time. So I don't know how people did not know that. Like we would sit near the lockers as well, near where everyone was. We would be public nuisances because I wanted us to be. And no one knew me? Like knew about me? That's crazy. What do you mean? Alright. maybe that's what I get for not being part of the popular group. Like I wouldn't want to be part of the popular group anyway. Not that it's a bad thing, I just don't think I would suit them very well, if that makes sense. But yeah. Teachers like I was invisible. I feel like a lot of my teachers, it was so funny though, it was so funny. That friend I was talking about, right, we were talking about different things that happened in high school, and we had a Japanese teacher, right, I almost said her name, but we're gonna call her L Sensei. After I drink some tea, because I'm kind of thirsty. I love how I have 2 teas here, like actually healthy tea, and just pure sugar water. And I'm drinking that pure sugar water here. Yeah, we talked about L Sensei, and my friend was like, L Sensei loved you. She always had you answering questions and stuff in class. She hated me. I never did that. And I was like, what? No, L Sensei hated me. She made me answer all the questions when I didn't want to. She loved you. It was so funny, the difference in perspective there. Because like I thought she was like picking on me. She's like, okay, Yufu, you answer this. Yufu, what do you think? Yufu. And I'm like, can you... right? But I didn't know my friend next to me was jealous, thinking I was getting special treatment. I thought I was being like picked on by the teacher. I am a YouTuber, idol VTuber. Hopefully I get a trillion, bajillion dollars. I really want my rich kid arc. That would be so fun. And I'd be able to be like, ah, yes, chat. Do you think I would start speaking more eloquently if I was just around rich kids? Like, I doubt they speak more eloquently, right? But sure, whatever. Kind of desired social interaction while at school, but secretly didn't enjoy some of them for one reason or another. Yeah, right? Like, you always crave interaction. It's like, oh, I wish I could be their friend. There was this one girl. I'm gonna call her M. Because since 7th grade, I really liked her. Like, she would always put her hand up in class. We weren't in too many classes together, but like, I remember specifically one moment in PDHPE class where she put her hand up so many times and she spoke so well. She was so smart. And I was sitting there and I'm like, wow, she's so cool. She's so cool. I hope we can be friends, right? We never became friends. But she was so cool. I still think she's cool. I'm not gonna stalk her or anything, but she was cool. Don't remember where I was going with this, honestly. Maybe I was just trying to talk about how I liked random girls in 7th grade. You're right. You're right. Oh yeah. That's why we want social interaction. Yes. But then there are a lot of girls I kind of didn't like, right? A lot of them would be passive aggressive. I remember we had these weird groups where we would be in homeroom groups. Stupid orange, stupid people I don't like, but whatever. And we talk about different things happening in our life. And this one girl I remember was like, yes, I've had a lot of relationship problems with my friends, and they were really mean. But now that I've left, it's all been much better. I'm having so much more fun. And the teacher's like, oh, that's good to hear. The girls she was friends with before, who she left, were in that group. Like, I get that you're having a good time, but even if they were mean, you don't say that in public in front of everyone. Maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that. I feel like past me might have done that, but like, now that we are older, like, I feel like once you're past 15, you should know better, right? Right? So yeah, those kind of girls, even though I didn't speak to them directly, I would just hear things they say in like groups, and I'd be like, mayhap, you are not my type of person. Right? Yeah, I would flourish in my rich kid arc, and I would be like, you know what? You know what I did today? Today I went to a luxury dining area where each meal was $50. And then I went to the lovely pool and talked to my other rich kid friends who own big mansions that I will be visiting on Tuesday. One of them invited me to a trip to Hawaii for 3 weeks, all paid for. And then after tonight, we will then go to the fancy pool, and then we shall have a sleepover. Which is good because I need to sleep somewhere because kane, save on the bus fare. Oh, this is so terrible. I really crave the rich kid life. But sadly at a rich kid school, but overall the piece comparative would be such an upgrade. I feel like, because I almost went to a rich high school. Not like rich, but like richer. But my parents were kind of worried that they would all look down on me because I'm not as rich. Obviously, I'd be rich enough to go there, but like not rich enough to hang out with the rich kids, right? Like the kind of kids that would go on vacation like 3 times a year and have humongous houses. That's what I imagine it would be. But from what I remember, that school did seem pretty futuristic. I only went there once and it had a really nice cafe. I'm born to be a rich kid, forced to go into debt doing commissions. But, like, surely, right, if you have more money, like, at that age, right, you wouldn't get into uni if you had a bad attitude, right? Right? Because usually wouldn't they have to, like, interview you to make sure you're doing okay or whatever? Yeah. I feel like if you have the money, you'd be less stressed, right? And then your life would be better. You'd be surrounded by more people who are nicer. Oh, I dropped literally everything. Got me in that, sorry. Born to be a rich kid, forced to use this. Beloved Okane. I need to start talking about rich kid money. This is my fatal flaw, my greed. What was I talking about other than money? Oh, we were talking about school and teachers and stuff. Super. I feel like I'm missing a message. Into uni as much as just a time saver, but yeah, it'd be a mix. What do you mean by time saver? But I do know that the entry requirements for like more expensive unis are sometimes lower because they know if you lots of people aren't gonna have that much money, so they have to make it lower so more people join, which is why I got accepted there. How do I get rich quick without scheming? You know, it's so sad. I was looking up different like psychology jobs, right? And I think I saw something that said like a forensic psychologist, which is what I kind of want to do, right? That seems pretty interesting, working with the law, being like, yes, this criminal couldn't have done this crime because they don't have like the mental capacity yet right at this moment, right? Or maybe this was a genuine accident because of hallucinations, blah blah, whatever. I think that could be pretty interesting as a job. But then I searched up the salary and it's literally worse than working at KFC. I can't believe they've done that. Terrible. Terribleness. But, hey, whatever. Maybe I'll go into research. You never know. I am so psych student, right? My friend had a question about, like, friends to lovers. And I was like, what if I did some research? What if I read some student papers? What if I read this and, like, wrote a report? I'm not going to write a report, obviously, but I love research. There's nothing I love more than research. But I don't know what I would research. I do like, you know, bro, it's so sad. You know how some people call chat Chad? What if I call you all bro? That's so sad. Okay. I accidentally deleted $110 worth of vouchers. Genius move. I would participate in this one study where it was, you know, aphantasia, where I cannot conjure an apple in my head. If I try to imagine something, there's nothing. There is nothing in my brain. Head is literally empty. I know it's very counterintuitive that it's worse pay. You have to pay so much for education. I don't know what they're on, but whatever. It's fine. I would still do it because it's still more fun than KFC, I think. So I talk about take a shot, guys. Take a shot, guys. No, it's not coming to me. Anyway, unrelated topic, but I do think I want to play more horror games. And you know me, the best horror gamer of all time. Me, I remember for my birthday last year, we played that one horror game for like 2 hours. And I was like, okay, what if instead of going into that room, what if it's gonna be behind me? If it's what if we sit down here at the chairs near the window and we just have a discussion about what we would do if we became a magical girl. I kind of want to play. Have you heard of the new Harvest Moon, the Grand Bazaar one? Yeah. Because, do you want to know? Because I wanted to play it as soon as I saw it because it looked good. But you know what really made me want to play it? The voice actor of the main female girl, right? Like the protagonist, is voiced by Teota's voice actor! Wow! Yui Kondo さん。君のテオタパフォーマンスとっても好き。テオタは私の一番好きなキャラです。君のために君のおかげで嬉しいになる。はい、ありがとうございます。Oh, 大好きだよ. I love Teota. Anyways, I really want to play that. You could own your own shop apparently, like the Grand Bazaar every weekend. You get to sell different things, and during the week you start like cooking, for example, or getting produce, making clothes or something or other. And there's gay marriage. Woo! So there's really only one. Well, okay, they all the girls stand out. They're all really cute, but there's only one that like really stands out. And then there's one guy that stands out. All the others kind of ugly. Sorry. But this guy's an artist, so you know, biased to art characters. You know, obviously, I draw for a living. Like I draw and I paint, but I love Harvest Moon. But I remember in past Harvest Moons, right? Specifically Tale of Two Towns, because it's the only one I remember. We would have like a whole coop of chickens, right? And sometimes there would be hurricanes. If you threw your chicken outdoors, because you have to like throw them to pick them up. You can't like pick them up softly. You carry them over your head, and to put them down, you throw them. So if you like throw it outside, right? To go enjoy outside time, right? What if there's a typhoon? That chicken is getting swept away. You will never see that chicken again. Exactly. Can you believe that? You could just lose a chicken. But also in Stardew Valley, right? They do that as well. Where if you have a chicken outside, right, and your door is closed so they can't come inside, they get eaten sometimes, don't they? I hate when my games are realistic. Beloved Rude Factory, where your animals are monsters so they can like fight and not die in the night. But I do like Rune Factory, right? Because you can stay up for like forever. You never have to sleep in that game. You would never lose a chicken. Good. You should never lose a chicken. I would be very disappointed. If any of you have lost chickens, raise your hand. Raise your hand now. If you confess to your crime, your punishment will be lighter. Okay? Okay? Alrighty, I'm going to assume you are all innocent then. Good job. We will ask again later. If by next time you have lost a chicken, death for you, doom for you. Wait, what's the scariest face I can make? Is that scary enough? So that's kind of... Is that a raised hand? You... That is your punishment. That non-lovely sound has consequences. Yes, the monster inside me. Upon listening to this, I've actually trained to make that noise. And you know what that noise does? It messes up your senses. Now that you've heard this, you will start hearing voices in your head. You may call those voices Mini Yufu. Would you like to know what they're saying? Let me out! Let me out of your head! Let me out of your head! If you don't let me out of your head right now, I'm going to Baku Hatsuda! And you will explode into a trillion bajillion pieces! And then you will die! What are the Mini Yufus saying? Would anyone like to tell me what their Mini Yufus are saying? Take your time. Didn't actually do that, just wanted to see how I would react. Well, are you impressed by my reaction? Have I met your expectations? I like making that noise. I don't know if I can do it again now. Comes naturally. No, it's not coming. What if I drink more tea? I love being like, why do I need the bathroom every so often? It's because I'm drinking a stupid amount of tea. Oishii da yo. Oishii. I went and stopped all the way at one of like a completely different station from the one I needed to, just to buy one of these drinks. Like I got there and I was like, wait, drinks cost money. And I only came out with one. I did get like 2 cup noodles that I could eat. Got a lot of tea. I know I've had like 3 teas already, and that's all I've had today actually. I haven't eaten food. I've just drunk 3 teas. That's crazy. That's crazy. Clearly it's my tea arc, but it really does help my throat a lot. Because at the start of the stream my voice was really like this, and I was trying to warm it up with but even the best I could do would be like hi. Obviously that's not as good. だからね、たくさんお茶飲みます。はい。たくさんお茶を飲んだら私の声使うことができる？いひってなんだよ。You're impressed with the sound? Good, because it hurt my throat. You better be so impressed. Somehow my throat is okay now. It's the power of tea. I should keep doing this because I know I have a much worse time streaming if my voice is in bad condition. Which is something I see a lot with like bigger VTubers, right? I keep hearing thuds and I'm like, is that Arthur or Dad? Hutch, what do you think? Is that Arthur? Oh no, Arthur's over there. What are you doing? Oh. I love that Arthur knows his name. I said his name and he like twisted his head a trillion bajillion degrees to look at me. Hello, Arthur. You are very cute. You look ridiculous. Can I take a shashin of you? Don't move, Arthur. Don't move, Arthur. Arthur! Well, that's not a good look. Well, I took a picture of his butt, but I'm not going to show you that. What was I talking about? I don't remember. I rememberant. Take a shot. Oh, yeah. I remember. Also, my English is getting, like, silly. I always think it's funny to take out letters. So instead of remember, it's remember. But then they slowly shrink even more. So remember goes to mba. Or, like, rubber. And probably go to rubber. And then it would go to burr. I don't burr. So hopefully people stick around and see the destruction of my language skills slowly, or they're gonna be like, how did we get to burr? I'm like, well, it was remember, and then it went to remember, and then it went to mba, and then it went to burr. So if you missed the law, that's kind of on you. Anyway, as I was saying, I see a lot of clips of people being like, oh, I'm going to have to take a break because I have destroyed my vocal cords and I can't really speak anymore. So always warm up your voice before stream and always cool down after stream. I say as if I've ever done a cool down ever. I don't think I have. What is a vocal cool down? It's kind of things like See, my voice is shaking. That can't be good. だよね。いやー、私の日本語たくさんいや、違う。はちゃんどこ? What you doing? She's so fluffy. I'm so sad. Like, she comes in to sleep with me and she like, you know how cats like need the bedding they're gonna sleep on? She needs my neck, which she doesn't sleep on, which is really cute, but it hurts at 3 a.m. Like, you're having a nice dream about eating burgers and then okay, her meow's more like meow. Arthur's is more like meow. So you can always tell who it is. Hi Arthur, did you get offended by me copying your meow meow? He is such a greedy child. He was just walking towards me and got distracted by his food bowl on the way. Typical Arthur fashion. You have a thing on your butt, Arthur. Were you aware of that fact? どこ行く? わかんないよ。じゃあ、何? Every animal in the animal kingdom. Okay. Horses go neigh. Cats go meow. Can someone hire me as a cat for their project, please? I don't think that's that bad, right? Oh, that one's kind of crunchy. But you know, sometimes cats have crunchy voices. Do you think that counts as like a voice crack to other cats? Do you think cats are like, wow, your voice is in bad condition? If you fight enough cats as a cat and your voice grows hoarse from being like all the time, then would you have a sore cat throat? Is that a thing? Surely it's a thing, right? I recently learned that cats can have acne. Hutch really is the cat of all time. She's not doing the surviving thing very well. First of all, she was adopted and then brought back and then adopted again by us, you know. But she can get... I just heard a crash. That was definitely her. Okay. So she has cat acne. She poops on the floor. But it's in the bathroom, so it's fine to clean up. But she poops on the floor, which we don't appreciate. She can also get overstimulated, which is something I didn't know cats could do. Did you know she could do that? Like if I'm playing with a toy, even on the other side of the room, if she's overstimulated, she will start doing, like, unironically, she will start doing forward rolls. What was that bang? Hutch, you're scaring me. Hutch, did you break the window? Hutch, well, I sure hope that screen is still there and I'm not just seeing it wrong, that it's not there. We're going to assume it's fine. We're going to assume things are okay. We're going to have faith in our little kitties that they are not breaking the house as we speak. Put your hand up if you trust the kittens. Every time I see a new kitten though, I saw a kitten yesterday at the pet store, right? Did I hear a meow? I'm gonna take one ear out of the headphones. I saw a cat at the pet store yesterday, and their name was McMuffin, and they were so fluffy and cute and playing with a toy, unless it was their brother. I forgot the brother's name. Houdini, I think the brother was called Houdini. But then there was one called McMuffin, and McMuffin is such a cute name for a cat. I like McMuffin because of the Mc part. Mc like McDonald's, right? Macca's. Macca's dayone, Macca's. It's always funny when I had this friend, right, in America who was calling McDonald's Macca's, and I didn't even consider that they don't call it Macca's there. And he's like, sorry, yes. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to Macca's. Isn't it funny how I used the word Macca's when I was dating an Aussie? Then I started saying Macca's, and I'm like, wait, yeah, it's Macca's, yeah? Wait, what? Oh yeah, you're American. What was it they called it? Like Mickey D's? For Macca's in America? That is not a good name. Macca's is a good name. Mickey D's is not a good name. It's not. You cannot argue with me that Mickey D's is a good name. I hope they see this and feel insulted. 야바구나. I don't think there's like other names for others. Like, you wouldn't call KFC anything other than KFC, right? Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's funny when people ask, do you have grilled chicken? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We do. No, we don't. We do not have the Kentucky grilled chicken. We do not. I wish, but we don't. But don't get the wrappers from KFC. I had it once, and it was bad. Because I was always like, oh, the sliders are really good, which is the flatbread, and then you have the sauce. The pep mayo is really good, but pep mayo kind of tastes the same everywhere, so it doesn't really matter. But then tender, and it's really nice, right? So I was like, okay, what if I get the wrap, right? It's like thin wrap bread, and then lettuce, and then tenders, because I decided to swap out the crunchy slaw for lettuce, so it'd be more like a tender, because I like lettuce and I don't like coleslaw. Okay, makes sense. And I tried it. It was so soggy, and it tasted like despair, and the bread was really thin and not very nice. Chicken was fine. Like, of course, chicken was fine. But $8 for that? When I could get what I got yesterday for $8, 3 wings, regular chips, gravy, and then a burger, and then 3 cookie dough, and K-fry. They say it here? I've never heard that. You know, I should start saying that. We're allowed to say have a zing a day when the customer leaves drive-thru. Maybe I should start saying, hope you like your K-fry. And just start spreading the K-fry. The lingo. K-fry. Looks fine. Only name I would trust to refer to it. Exactly right. Kentucky Fried Chicken. What if I started calling it YFC, Yufu Fried Chicken, and just waited for someone to ask, what does that stand for? And I'm like, yep. Have a good day. I love when I absolutely mess up an interaction. And it's like, oh, here's your bun. Then, thank you. Bye. And I'm looking at them, and they're looking at me, and I just laugh and I leave. I remember, I would laugh so hard. I used to be like really embarrassed about that kind of thing when I absolutely messed up a social interaction. Now I'm just like, yep, bye. Oh, what a great story. Twisters are so much better. What were the Twisters like before? Because I did not have them before. It's really weird when someone's like, oh, because I've been working for 3 years, which is stupid. I should just get a different job, but I'm also lazy to get work, but whatever. It's fine. I could just sell commissions. And yeah, they're like, oh, do you have this thing that we haven't had for 20 years? And I'm like, do I look that old to you? Of course, I don't say that, but like, yeah, no, I would not know. So I'm like, have we ever had this thing? And then everyone's like, oh yeah, of course we had this. You didn't know? I'm like, I didn't know. Before I got the job, I didn't know anything about fast food. I didn't know what a combo was. I didn't know what goes in the bag, what goes in the box. I didn't know the drinks in the fridge. I was like, what is Mountain Dew? What is Mountain Dew? What? And I'm like looking through the label. I'm like, oh, that's Mountain Dew. They're like, hurry up, get the order out. And I'm like, which one's 7-Up? And they're looking at me like, seriously, the one that has a 7 on it? I'm like, oh, People are like, do you have a lemonade? And I'm like, we don't have a lemonade. And then everyone else is like, we have 7-Up. And I'm like, but 7-Up isn't... Oh, okay. I guess it counts. Fine. 7-Up's pretty good lemonade, though. I guess. I was recently thinking, like, what's my favorite lemonade? I used to like... I don't know the brand, but it would just say lemonade. It wasn't called, like, Sprite or 7-Up or anything. It was just lemonade. And I used to like that a lot. But I always thought that Sprite was the best. But having Sprite somewhat recently, it was a lot more boring than I thought it would be. Like, it doesn't feel, like, thick. It's really thin tasting. I don't know how to describe that. Does that even make sense, that food is thin tasting? Anyway, 7-Up is pretty good. I feel like maybe it's nostalgia that got me, because I remember I would always go to, like, these clubs with my family, and I'd have fish and chips that didn't taste great, and the sauce was also really bad. They opened a pizza place there, and that pizza was really good, but we haven't been there for ages, so I don't know if they still do that, but that pizza was really nice. You could have so many toppings, and I love pizza, and I'm so greedy, and I want pizza right now, and I wanted to have, like, a whole bunch of jalapenos and all this. Anyway, that aside, what was I talking about? Take a sip. Oh, no. Folks, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Anyway, some people have said have a zinger day. I have not said that. I should start saying that though. Have a zinger day. But there's this one customer who is like a regular. They seem really polite to me. They're clearly like, I don't know what culture they're from, but they're always like, oh thank you darling, oh you're a good girl, that kind of thing. So I'm like, oh thank you, that's pretty kind of you. I know our food kind of sucks, but like, thanks. But like a lot of my coworkers, especially like the younger ones, right? They're really scared of him for some reason. They don't like being called darling and things, which I guess makes sense, right? But I don't think that's his fault. Like, good for him, right? That's being nice. I think my coworkers just got to step it up a bit more. Have a zinger day. Yeah, I wonder if we're allowed to... I was like, what's our other than sing? And I'm like, oh, our original burger. And I'm like, have an original day. We're not going to say that. Do not say have an original day. Do not say that. And then I was like, oh yeah, we call it crispy now. Have a crispy day. Have a zinger day is better. We could say have a finger licking good day. I feel like I would mess up my words so many times. Have a finger licking good day. I'd probably end up saying have a finger day. They'd be like, what? What do you mean have a finger day? Have a finger looking day. No. Have a finger licking good day. Supposedly they're rebranding from KFC to KFC FLG. KFC finger looking good. KFC FLG instead of KFC. I mean, sure, I guess. It's really annoying though. They have like the paper bags for the boxes, right? But sometimes they change the paper bags out. And sometimes they're really, really thin. So you put the box in and it immediately rips. So it's always funny seeing them switch to that and then seeing them like switch back immediately the week after. Because I only work one day a week, right? I'm lazy. So as they switch back, I'm like, yep, surely people complained about it. But like sometimes when it rips and it's like way too much energy to take everything out and put it in a new bag, right? I just get a bigger bag and put the original bag in that bag and I'm like, yep, it's good enough. I mean, most people would prefer 2 bags to 1 bag, right? Right? Like I would at least. Yeah? Yeah? Please agree with me. Anyway, beloved KFC. That was all my rant for there. Do we have any more conversational topics to bring up? For it has been 2 hours 40 almost. Splendid, splendiferous. Maybe I should show you my new art. I don't know if you guys are following my Twitter だよ. Demo Twitter, I have a account called Ukyufu, which may or may not be Uki on Yufu. Ukyufu. U-K-Y, no, yes? U-K-Y-U-F-U-U. Ukyufu. And I've been drawing a lot of Nimi Nightmare, non-stop Nimi Nightmare, woohoo! And I have a splendid... The rubbish bin collector guy is here. Why are you in my driveway? Okay. Let me see if I can get up the one. Because I think I've been told by my tomodachi that this is the best drawing I've done so far. And I would like to agree. But I feel bad though when I finish a commission, right? But then I somehow have like really great growth afterwards for no reason. Yeah, I love Nimi Nightmare. Nimi 大好きだよ. I watched her You're Not Human. I would want to play that, but I watched like quite a bit of all the endings, so I don't know if I would. Yeah, but it seems good. I feel like it's the kind of game I'd be really, really bad at, because when I'm trying to remember multiple points, it's like, we're gonna guess this. Ha 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 ha. But I think it's interesting that you yourself could have like the symptoms of whatever. Anyway. Let me see if I can show you this art. But I feel bad once I finish commission, then I have like great growth spurt in art, and I'm like, I didn't mean to make yours a lot less worse than what I'm gonna lot less good than what I was gonna post, but I promise, because I thought that was Hachi breaking down a wall. That's just the truck. Okay, don't remember what I was saying. No, that did work. 待ってね、待って。Transition だよ、よ、スタートだよ。見てください。ストリームの終わりに、終わったら、はい、日本語だよ。終わったら、I will draw a background. Yeah, you have heard of Nimi, beloved green girl. We love green. Green is such a splendid color. And I also love her hair color, you know, neutral colors. the ashy blonde and my brown. My beloved favorite colors, and then of course green, because green is snazzy. My design is so good. I love being impressed by myself. Yaha, welcome in. I'm just looking at my splendiferous art that I will continue after stream. Look at all these colors. Like if we do this, wait, where's the line? No, that's not it. Is it this one? I love not knowing which layer I put things on. No, it's not that layer. Okay. 待って. Oh, it's not that one either. Anyway. We're just gonna keep trying, take layers off, because I don't merge layers. I just have a trillion bajillion of them. See, that is like more detailed shading. That is more. And yeah. Art is a process, that is for sure. Yoo-hoo. Anyway. Don't remember how I got to there. Yes. みくみくみ、あなたのハートへニコニコに笑顔届けるやそうニコニコに手を向いてるラブニコ。I love Love Live. And I love Aikatsu. Aikatsu 大好きだよ. I feel like maybe for my birthday next year, I will force everyone, like my tomodachi, to sing an Aikatsu song. Oh, you never know. Maybe I'll make them sing another Otome game song. Because I'm so excited to show you all Zoe Trope. The song I sung earlier. It's a group cover for my birthday, which will release on the 25th, which is Tuesday. It has 14 singers. 14. And our beloved Cat, if we guys remember Cat. If you don't remember Cat, perish. I'm joking. Let me put up a cover with Watashi to Batsama. Yosh. No. 待ってください. Okay, if I go here. Oh yeah, this is me and Kat singing Underwear for Kogu's birthday. I don't know if you can hear that well, but we're gonna trust you, Kat. Underwear. And I had to learn Minionese for it. It was so good. Jan Love Live game on the Telebird. It was a great time. I don't know what that means, but yes. I only played the School Idol Festival one. I love that game. I learned so many songs, and yeah, I was playing that a lot before I even got into Love Live. I never watched it. I know a bunch of songs. Can you hear this song? And away. Anyway, yeah, Kat did the time tune. Do you know how tedious it is to time tune vocals? You have to be like, okay, this note is slightly below, let's shift it up to the right one. Okay, this note is slightly below, let's move it there. This one is slightly below, this is slightly above, let's move it here. This one slightly goes, like, you know how pitch might be like, if it goes, that kind of goes down when it's not meant to. You would have to like cut that note, move that second part up, and then make it blend together, and oh, it is a process. And then timing is like, okay, this is 1 millisecond too late, this is 0.5 of a millisecond too late, let's move this syllable forward, let's move this. She did that for 14 people and harmonies. Kat, I love you. Thank you for slaving away I appreciate you so very much. You are incredible, and I hope your life goes amazing forever because you deserve it. And yes, thank you. I will draw for you for your birthday next year. I promise. Thank you, cat. Yeah. What just started playing? What is this? What is this? Oh, you made the kiss me. We're gonna go back to our BGM. Yeah. I'm so excited, right? And sorry, got distracted by a cat. And there's like a full animation because last year, right, for Only One, I was gonna do only one cover, right? But my animator ditched me last minute. So here I was last year in Japan, like during my holiday, I was spending time in my hotel room trying to speed run my own video, which is why it kind of looks a lot less impressive than I hoped it to be. Because when I just made a douche video, it was so sadness. But it's fine, the art is still really cute. The mix wasn't great because I did it myself. But you know, daijoubu, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I was listening to myself in the shower like a narcissist the other day, and I was like, wow, these mixes sound great. I am actually a god at this. But yeah, I'm so excited. It looks really good. It sounds really good as well. Like seeing all these whips of the video, I'm like, and the bridge. Yobu, I love you, Yobu. Thank you, Yobu. Thank you, Yobus. The imahas is my line, and Yobu put the background green for Ukyo. Ukyo colored background. Oh my heart, I love Ugo. Unfortunately, there's no like a Bust Fellows opening song. Is that delivery man going to stop at me because I don't have keys down here actually, and I would have to run and find some. So I hope they're not delivering to me. Life is splendid. Alright. Do we have any more conversational topics or openings? We perhaps will have one more conversation. 1だけだよ. 1だけだよ. They are stopping at my house. Please just put it in the box. Please just put it all. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Just put it in the box. Okay, good. I don't have to go run find keys. Okay, that's good for me. Sugoi. Okay, I need to talk about my Japaneseifying words, right? You know I'm a weeb. I say things like, "Wow, sugoi da yo. Hi, daisuki da." But I've been mashing my Japanese and my English together recently. So we get things like sugoiful and tanoshiiness, amazing suru, jumping suru, which is not something you expect from a general person. If I said, "Wow, kore wa sugoiful desu," would any of you know what that means? Sugoiful. Daro na. Hey. But I need to think of more so I can be more annoying because I keep using sugoiful. What's the Japanese adjective? Kire? Kireiful. I feel like I've used kireiful. Kireiness. Oh, and I also, you know the Kansai dialect? In the hit game Taisho Alice, there's this character called Kaguya who speaks in Kansai Den, which is the Kansai dialect. And ever since hearing him, it's like, oh, maybe I want to learn Kansai dialect to be just really annoying. Sugoiful surely just amazingful, right? Yeah, exactly. It's amazingful. Amazingful. ごめんなさいね。ごめんね。You didn't hear anything. It's a hallucination だけだよ。hallucination 楽しいですでしょ? I keep getting distracted by my neko-chan. Neko-chan, 何する? Don't eat that. What was I saying? Girl with many memory problems. I love being memory. Oh yeah, so my cats have been getting supervised outdoor time, right? Because obviously my dad wants them to have like sunshine, feel the sun in their back. You heard something? Like from my side or from like someone breaking into your house? Maybe it was me. Lock your doors now. Whoops. see, it's too late. I'm in your living room now. Hee 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 hee. Come get me, woohoo. Too late, I'm in your bedroom now. Look at this, I stole your laptop. Hee hee hee. I will sell it and then live out my rich kid dreams. やばいの。Oh yeah, so my cat's Yaha, yaha, yaha. I am having my final conversation, that's the word. Because it's already been almost 3 hours. So I'm going to talk about, yeah, the sock finally shows up. Welcome, sock bun. That's not the nickname I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be cuter than that, but it did not come out as I hoped. But anyway, welcome, beloved sock. Yes. Arthur, that just reminded me of this really kind of thing, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Yesterday was hot, right? And I was walking home because the bus is not going to come for half hour, so I was like, I'm just going to walk. It's fast anyway. And then I get home, it's hot and I'm sweaty, and I go inside and I take my sock off. And guess who sniffs my sock? Who puts his head in my sock? It's Arthur. Of course it's Arthur. It's always Arthur. Ah! Like, it's probably my fault. I know cats like things that are like really sweaty because they like a stronger scent, right? But can he not? Has he considered potentially not doing that? But yeah, they've been having supervised outdoor time because obviously a lot of people are like, oh, you shouldn't have outdoor cats, blah, 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 blah. What if they kill something? What if they get hit by something? Yeah, Arthur the cat. Just to clarify, it is a cat. It's not like a brother or something because I would cry. Yeah, no, and yeah, Arthur does like this thing. So they've been having supervised outdoor time, right? And Hachi, despite being the cat that's like adventurous and jumping everywhere, because when we first got them, Arthur was really timid and he didn't come out of the cat box when we brought him home. He didn't come out of the box for like 4 hours, and then he came out for food, right? When he was a little baby, 2-month-old little guy. But Hutch, as soon as she came home, she was like escaping the room. Because you know how when you have a cat and then a second cat, you have to keep them like separately and then slowly introduce them to like new rooms and to each other? Hutch was like, nope, I'm out of here, and immediately jumped over the whole table. Like we had our table sideways, like a foldable table sideways to block off. So she was in the bathroom only. But she just immediately jumped out of her box, jumped over the thing and ran through the house. Like, no, child! And she can like jump high and everything. So we always assumed she would be the adventurous cat. But as soon as she went outside, right, I forgot she was like really neurotic and was little baby scared of literally everything. So Arthur would just wander around like, oh, yeah, cool, outsideness. Hutch, nuh-uh. This girl would hide behind the table. And then she would only go out when Arthur's outside. And if Arthur went inside, she would follow him inside because she was not going to explore anything herself. And she's so scaredy-ky. I had to write a list of like the stupid things she's scared of. Where is it? My list. Doko. Yes. What is Hachi afraid of? Are you ready for this? First of all, Hachi is afraid of closing the door too loud. Which, you know, I guess that makes sense, right? But if it's just closing the door, it's not like a big boom. It's still like a somewhat loud noise. But if she's like far, far away, she would still hear it and freak out. She'll like jump from a door closing too loud. But you know, that's fine. It's not that big a deal. Like, I would too. But she's afraid. Yeah, Hachi the fearful. Hachi is scared of the sound of turning the shower off. Because it kind of makes a boof when the pipes or whatever shut off. Oh, now she's flipped on the floor. Hello, Hachi, you look very cute over there. Yep. So I remember my mum was showering upstairs and she turned the shower off and it went boom. And then Hutch like freaked out. She's also scared of thunder, which is like, you know, fair enough. She's scared of bubbles, but there were like 50 bubbles and she somehow didn't notice any of them until she saw one. Finally, I had to take like 6 different videos because she was not noticing these and I really wanted to get a video of her with the bubbles. She finally noticed the bubble after so long and she was like, ooh, okay, you know, that's fine. It's something new. You've never seen bubbles before. It makes sense to be scared, right? She's scared of bread. Yeah, can't really justify that one, can we now? So, I opened the freezer to get some bread to stick in the, you know, I was gonna say microwave. Who puts bread in a microwave? If you put bread in the microwave, I will have to talk to you. You know, one on one, get a bit personal there. Let's put in the toaster, yeah. And this girl, I take out the bread and she jumps. Like, sure, maybe the thing's loud, but I know it's the bread, not the freezer being loud. I put the bread to her face and she walked away. She was like, what is this? No, no, no. And she zoomed out. Hachi, it's carbs. It's carbs. It's fuel. It's fuel. Anyway, she's also scared of a Woolworths paper bag. We had this really strange moment a while ago, right? Where she was just looking through my room and there was a paper bag. So she was looking through it because, you know, cat's paper bag. Fair enough, she's very cat. And then she got her head stuck around the, like, handle. But it's really loose, so it didn't really, like, strangle her or anything. So I was, like, really trying to get a picture. But then she realized it was stuck and she went insane. I was like, Hutch, stop moving so I can take it off. And she was like literally bouncing off the walls, running through every single room, jumping down like 6 stairs at a time, going around the house. My dad was trying to sleep, by the way. And then eventually the bag broke. And then she went and hid under my dad's bed. And I was trying to get her without waking my dad up. It's like, calm down, child. It's a paper bag and it's not on you anymore. You will be okay. It is fine, right? And then, like, an hour later, she finally came back upstairs. And she was still freaked out. Like, she scared Arthur with how much she ran around. Like, she was running downstairs, and Arthur was like, oh, I'm gonna stay away from that. And he ran upstairs to stay away. She is a ball of energy, and she is very neurotic. The list continues, actually. She's scared of me standing up behind her too fast, lying down near her too fast. Her brother getting his claw stuck in a toy. But I guess it makes sense, right? Considering she was adopted and then returned, then had to be adopted again. Of course she'd be kind of scared of that kind of thing. I don't know what happened at her old home when she was really baby, but it would explain things, right? But still, it's kind of sad. She got scared of me hitting my foot against a clothes hanger that was on the floor. And it made a noise like... It was really, really quiet, but she jumped. Poor baby. I will give her a trillion bajillion hug. And she will learn not be afraid of things. Have you seen those videos of like showing my cat things they've never seen before? And it's like tax return form. That's how I feel when I lift up cats like, oh, you've never seen the top of this cabinet. Would you like to see it? Would you like to see what this curry looks like in the slow cooker? Because supposedly cats go on tables because they're curious of what's on there, right? So I'm like, okay, Hutch, would you like to see what's on this counter? Hutch, would you like to see what's in the sink? Hutch, would you like to see what is over there? Arthur, would you like to see where Hutch can jump to that you can't because you were tiny and fat? Yeah. Cute baby. Okay, what else is there? I think that might be it. Just in summary, she's a jumpy baby. And I guess then that potentially concludes today's conversations. How did we enjoy the stream? Very much so. Thank you. Thank you. I love watching videos of Nimi. And the videos have her like looking over at chat and stuff, even if it's like recorded with like not live. So I should start doing that, right? I should start being like, what do you think, chat? Yeah? Yeah, you think I'm really cute? Thank you. I agree. I think I'm really cute. Oh yeah, chat, what do you think about this? Yeah, I agree, right? Even if no one said anything. すごいfullだね. すごいfullだね. It was nice. ありがとうございます. Yahoo! じゃあね, then I shall see you in the future. The future? Wait, did the description make it seem like something about what did I write? I don't want to see what I wrote. Did it say we were all gonna explode? That would be very in character if I said that. じゃあこれは終わりだ。さよならみんな。さよなら。イヒイヒイヒイヒイヒイヒイヒイヒイヒ。 cool.